What you laughing at?
Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go viral.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, Viral Gang? Back at y'all with another one. As always, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. And I got the bros in the building. What's the deal, bro? What's the word?
Man,
what's the word?
What's happening? You already know what it is, man. We back with another one, the viral effect, man. The viral wave, viral things, and viral plays. Viral trays. We in this bitch.
Viral ways, all different ways, because y'all know what the going on is. Viral way or no way.
Man, show 5200, baby. East side to the east side, man. Blue line all way, all day, baby. You already know what's happening with it.
It's the takeover.
Man, y'all, I see it.
It's the takeover.
Nigga.
The break's over.
Man.
God MC.
Shout out to Jehovah. That's crazy to be calling yourself Jehovah, though. That's wild.
Hey, man, I'm
That's
going
like
to tell
calling
you.
yourself Jesus in it.
Man, yeah, look, name me yourself Yahshua.
It is, man.
I mean, I know we all godlike, but
Shout out to Hov. He must know he a God in real life.
well, if he a God, throw R. Kelly some assistance because they trying to man him down right now.
Come on, man. Damn. Why you do him
Is
like
R.
that?
Kelly really getting man down, or is he out here cosplaying right now? Nah, because you know he just not too long ago, was that a week or two ago, he was asking Trump for a pardon.
Pardon, yep.
Now all of a sudden he man down. So it's like, man, prayer hands and for R. Kelly.
I don't think it's prayer hands, homie. I don't even
What
think
you
it's
mean?
prayer.
He going out bad?
Hold on,
I'ma
do you
keep it-
think he's trolling because, like you said, he asked for the pardon,
Yeah.
and then shortly after that, his team said they're trying to kill him in there, and then I guess he was in solitary confinement and he overdosed on the meds that they gave him. I don't know how you could OD on meds because they give you the meds, but you got to take them. So.
And didn't that happen with Bill Cosby not that long ago, where Bill Cosby wasn't feeling good in jail, so they got him up out of there so he can be in a peaceful spot, like, you know what I'm saying, peaceful location at home.
Right.
So why not follow that same guideline? If it worked for him, why not
Cosby
work?
at home?
Yeah, Cosby.
Cosby ain't at home, nigga. Cosby is locked.
Man, Cosby is at look it up.
Oh,
Cosby at
Cosby
house
got
arrest, man. Watch this.
They got Cosby
My
out.
nigga, just because you watch the old rerun don't mean he's out.
Oh, this nigga right here.
This nigga been watching reruns of the Cosby
Cosby
Show.
at
This
home.
nigga
I thought
crazy.
Cosby was through. But R. Kelly, man, it might just be a smart play for him. That might be more like down the line of him, if he is, of trying to give him a better reason to get Trump to get him out. So he's trying to do all cards. You have nothing to lose. I wouldn't be mad at him if he is doing it. But if it's something serious, man, R. Kelly.
Bill
stay
Cosby
strong.
was released from prison June 30th of 2021 after Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his sexual assault conviction. The court decision was based on finding that Cosby had denied a fair trial due to prior agreement with the prosecutor, which shielded him from prosecution. So what I'm basically saying is Cosby's at home, bro.
Shout out to Cosby.
Cosby's at
I thought he
home,
was
bro.
gone the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. Do your
That's
research. No
crazy.
jumper got y'all slipping like a wet flow, baby.
Nah, don't.
Yeah.
They got nothing to do with that.
Nah, I'm
you ain't
flouting.
never brought this up for a topic or nothing.
no,
Nah,
but
for
what I'm
sure.
saying-
I didn't know he was out. I
No.
thought he was finna
No,
die.
Cosby at crib. Look, he at the crib, so I'm looking like.
I was already talking about how crazy it was that they gave one at that time, how old he was anyway, especially over some Quaaludes when he admitted to
Come
it.
on now, you
He
know what I'm
admitted to it,
saying?
Couple
yeah.
Quaaludes,
It ain't
love
no
you in the
different.
mind.
Man, come on.
Yeah, it
Talking
ain't-
about shut the fuck up. No, but what I'm saying is like, if it can work for Cosby, like, man, let me find a way home, bro. Let me get a way home too. Let me be in home confinement. You know what I'm saying? Rather than being in
Cosby's situation is a little different.
Totally
It's
different.
a little different, especially they brought some stuff way back from the 70s.
Did it not bring some way stuff back for Kels?
No,
Kels was
Kels was
actually-
living with these females.
And I piss on you using
Yeah.
females
And that was
as
we was in,
urinals. Not
bro,
even females.
we was
minors.
in middle school when that came out.
And I saw the tape. He pissed on that girl.
We all saw the tapes, bro. When I realized the girl was damn near my age, I'm like, God damn.
It wasn't nothing wrong with him pissing on the girl. I think what was wrong was
Nigga, she was a
Hold on,
child.
hold on. You
let
gotta
me finish.
clarify.
Y'all never let somebody talk.
Cuz
It was nothing wrong with him pissing.
One take two.
like I was saying before I was really interrupted, do I start from that part? Or
Yeah, start from that part.
bro, go ahead.
Like I was
finish cooking.
saying, it was nothing wrong with him pissing on the girl. It was wrong that she was underage and he was pissing on the girl. Cause y'all don't act like y'all wasn't singing that Chappelle song and all that. I'ma piss on you.
Yeah, and he did the remix too.
Yeah. So y'all ain't never pissed on a female.
Yeah, I have, actually. And she asked for it too.
So why y'all trying to act like it was some
But
big
she
thing
was
just
not
now?
16.
I didn't say she was.
Man, so that's
She
what
was
makes
in
it
her
wrong.
mid-30s.
Exactly, bro. When a grown woman do it, it's cool. You know, when you a grown man and you kind of conduct that on a child, it's kind of make you look crazy, regardless of what it
Kinda.
is.
You look crazy.
You look crazy
But-
like a motherfucker. But what I'm trying to get at is, Kels knew better. But
But you talking
regardless,
about that, but that's not even what he in jail for. He in jail for the new ones. Yeah.
well, he in jail for the old ones.
all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
nah.
what they did is they go punish him for his past.
Nah, he beat it, and you shouldn't have played it that close to the edge in the first place.
But the kids,
I know R. Kelly did stupid.
But I
anyway.
thought the girls that he was with now, they were of age.
They were of age. They
Yeah.
just try to act like they was traumatized.
In the code,
and all of
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm
It
trying-
was the minor that got him banged.
Yeah. How old was the two girls?
I was grown as
They
hell.
was grown, bro.
Them bitches was like 18.
Nah,
That's grown.
What
One
the
was
fuck
like
you talking-
17.
No, they
When he
was-
was messing with him, let me check, man.
I remember I was
grown.
watching that Surviving R. Kelly, bro. What tripped me out was when it was like women out in their 30s talking about what he was doing to them. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, lady, you grown. Like, you kind of already know his MO. Why are you putting yourself in a situation? And R. Kelly has never produced or had someone under him to be successful. Yeah, they can say Aaliyah, but we all know Aaliyah was go shine regardless.
We know why they was doing it.
Exactly, homie. They was fucking
Cash cow.
Come on, bro. Listen, you want to make
Fucking
my
the
daughter
number
famous?
one R&B singer, you the cash cow, and they think they finna get famous. We know what's going on.
Exactly, bro. And I hate the fact that it's like the pops, like the dads, seemed like they was pimping their daughters out to him because they knew what's happening with it. I felt like it was like terrible pimping.
They was on some Kardashian shit.
Exactly.
Signing off on the
Come
sex
on. There you go.
tape. Which is wild, because once we figured that out, like, whoa, this is what they doing? And then you see the Surviving R. Kelly, their parents was doing that too.
Exactly. I mean, again, Kels had money back then. So, I mean, breaking somebody off with like 20, 30,000, I don't even know how much it was, but I'm just assuming you just throw that off to somebody, that's going to be like, cool, man, we can use this as a down payment for a house or something.
R. Kelly was convicted in Chicago on 3 counts of producing child sex abuse and 3 counts of enticing a minor to engage in sexual activity. According to the Department of Justice, these victims were under the age of 18 at the time. Some as young as 14, 15, and 16 years old. But that's probably the first one, huh?
I think so,
They
bro.
said he was just convicted for that though. But who y'all leaving y'all girl with, man? Diddy or Kelly? Who worse?
Well, I'm at least say at least Diddy, because Diddy ain't been touching with the kids that's grown.
Diddy ain't got no minors on his jacket that we know of. So,
Yeah, Diddy's just got boys and girls on his team.
and then Diddy not even hitting them. He paying other people to hit him.
And he be in a cup.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Just
he
kicking
in
it
the
in the-
corner with the baby all the time. Yeah, take that.
Man,
So, I mean,
beating his meat, then he beat the man.
yeah, he on some other shit.
That boy.
Yeah.
Call him
Nah,
a punter. But Kels, I ain't even gonna say knock it off, because you trying to do whatever you can do to get out. But to be acting like the system is trying to Epstein you, what reason? For what reason? Is your catalog up for, sale or something? Or has it quadrupled in what it's worth? Like, what would be the reason for them offing you? Now, Prince, okay, we can see why they offed him. Michael Jackson, we can see why they allegedly offed him. It's a lot of players we can see why they offed them when you see how much shit they own. But Kel, you was pissing on 14-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm R. Kelly. I'm in jail. Nigga, I'm trying to get out by any means necessary. At that point, he don't care what's
Man,
going on.
he don't. But
He went man down to medical. He getting track records of himself. He doing all that. I'm not even gonna give you a game plan. I know what you trying to do.
Man, he trying to play the crazy role next. He gonna put the peanut butter up in his keister and just start licking his finger.
Like all these niggas getting bored.
Yeah, man.
Well, what was that interview? He started going crazy.
Wait. The black chick.
I don't know how to hold
Yeah.
people.
Man, I'm fighting for my life.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But you know what's ironic is, man, as much as we talk about R. Kelly around the kids, he has made some of the most influential music to make kids inspired to be something great. I Believe I Can Fly. You know what I'm saying? They was singing that at every child graduation. And now we kind of sitting up there talking about, don't leave them with your kids. It's kind of like, it's a cold, ironic twist to it.
What
I
if
think
he get out?
he would have been crucified if social media was in back then. Like imagine that tape going viral.
All on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, he wouldn't have got away from that.
Yeah.
We just didn't have nowhere to circulate it other than the hood and the barbershop.
Yeah. The tapes that they were selling, the DVDs that they were selling at the barbershop. You're right.
Imagine R. Kelly get out. Diddy beat the case. Diddy throw a freak off and R. Kelly perform at the freak off.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Everybody believe they can fly.
That'll
Shit.
break the internet.
Yeah,
What?
they can fly, nigga. They gonna
That'll-
be bumping, grinding.
Man,
nigga.
exactly.
I believe you can
It's
fly.
just to satisfy you.
I know Bow Wow be happy as a motherfucker.
Oh,
A lot of people will be happy. More people gonna be trying to. They gonna be dropping bags off the Diddy house. He get out. Niggas gonna be trying to. They gonna be all type of one-on-one freak offs with that nigga.
I think Diddy go be like, nah, I'm cool. Whatever I
He ain't
do
gonna
is
be
whatever.
cool. You know, Diddy a power freak nigga, so he gonna be like, get on your knees, bitch. Like,
Nah, I think Diddy go take it where he ain't gonna get in trouble. Like go to the DR, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like a little more legal. Maybe go to Thailand with
Nah,
it.
he can't get. If he bring grown people, he still ain't gonna better get in trouble. He just gonna have to really be.
Nah, but I'm saying if you pay off the little cheap ones, they be like, oh, freaky, man. He probably gonna have a ball. You know, you got to worry about the consequences.
I'm gonna tell you who ain't gonna be at that freak off.
Who? Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Shout out to Straw, man.
I don't know what's going on with
So Tyler
low-key.
Perry is being sued for $260 million over sexual assault claims, which he has denied. Last week, a lawsuit was filed against the actor and filmmaker on Friday, June 13th. He picked Friday the 13th to file these charges. Crazy. By Derek Dixon, who played the character Dale in Perry's show, The Oval. So Dixon alleges there's a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry, and he's suing the filmmaker for allegedly quid pro quo sexual harassment, workplace environment harassment, and more. So he alleged that he was in the bed taking a nap. Tyler Perry came in there with the Medea suit on, spooned him, and was rubbing on his thighs. He looked over, big 6'5", 280 pounds. Hallelujah. And now he's filing these charges. And this is crazy. Because how many times on this show we done broke down, they're coming after every single successful black man in Hollywood.
I don't even think this is the first time.
Everyone.
I don't even think this is the first time that they try to put allegations on this man.
And it's crazy because, you know, he got the LGBT allegations on him where people are alleging, you know, he might be swinging, batting for the other team.
Man,
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Boondocks said it already, bro. They was ahead of his time. They
Nah,
already put it out there. They already knew
even
something
on
we didn't
top
know.
of that, but when you playing all these Medea roles and all that, now you leaving room. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I think Tyler Perry was actually abused as a child.
He was.
So, you know, a lot of times, a lot
Mentally,
of people that's not even just mentally or stuff like that go through those things, they become those type of people.
Yeah.
So you never know. I'm not putting these allegations on them. This is all allegedly, but it's just crazy that, I don't know, maybe you offended the wrong person or maybe you actually did what you did. Did he do it? Did he not?
Someone that
Dude,
probably
that-
was sexually like assaulted when as a child, they typically become hypersexual, asexual, where they don't want to do it at all, or they become homosexual.
But-
you know what I'm saying? It kind
Okay.
of create that.
When it's grown men though, that's BS. Like you said, maybe one-on-one and stuff like that. This dude that they showing, you two grown and whatever to not. One dude is you better get him up off of you. If it was something, I don't know the details
Maybe
of it
he
yet. but you about
quaalude
to
him
read
too,
it.
man.
So this is what it says. It says the lawsuit alleges Perry promised Dixon career advancement and creative opportunities, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault, and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advancements. I don't care what nobody say. A grown man jump in your bed and rubbing on your thigh, your first reaction gonna be to get up, blazing, beat him to a pulp, and then you're gonna figure out what's going on.
Unless you a weirdo and you was a part of that.
Yeah, unless you wanted that, unless you was kind of flirting back with him.
This is what it sounded like. It sounded like when he's making it seem like Tyler Perry told him, hey, come do something strange for a little piece of change. You're going to be the next star in Hollywood. It sounded like he might have did it, and it didn't pan out that way. But I'm not even giving him that benefit of the doubt. I'm saying this is an all-out attack on everybody who got any power in the culture. They just got Shannon Sharp the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing from
You
Shannon.
ain't heard
Yeah.
nothing. We ain't seen
Shannon's
him on
been
nothing.
silenced as a
I
motherfucker.
think for him, he taking a hiatus until football season come out,
I
then
don't
slowly
even
gonna
care.
come back.
No, he's waiting till them charges is getting trumped.
Smokey
But-
Robinson. You got
Byron
Scott. You got Bill Cosby. I mean, you got R. Kelly out of it. Well, R. Kelly did it to himself.
Well, Diddy.
But,
Yeah. You got Diddy.
You got to think, everybody who got any type of power in Hollywood from our community, slowly but surely, it's the same place, sexual harassment.
But you know what's crazy, right? Like you said, we know he didn't play these Medea roles and stuff like that. You know, they usually send the white girl at you. They sent the white man at him because he got the zesty stuff going on. If they did do that, like, this is more believable. Because, you know, if they probably would have sent the girl, niggas would be like, man, Cut probably don't even like bitches like that.
Yeah, he turned it down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nah, he ain't gonna do nothing to no woman.
Remember that was in,
now they trying to create something that's more believable if this is True or not?
So this is what's even crazy. It says the lawsuit continues that at the end of so he's telling the story of what happened. He said the lawsuit states that Tyler Perry cast Dixon in the show Ruthless and began sending Dixon strange and untowardly messages. I ain't never even heard that word, untowardly. In June 2020, so this started during COVID. The lawsuit alleges that Perry invited Dixon to his home in Douglasville County, Georgia, where they drank alcoholic drinks and had friendly conversations. It said the lawsuit continues that at the end of the night, Perry told Dixon not to drive home and offered Dixon the guest room in the home. The lawsuit alleges Perry assaulted Dixon that night. So why we didn't hear about it that night?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says, according to the lawsuit, following the assault, Dixon tried to ignore Perry's calls or texts, which became more aggressive until finally Perry offered Dixon a part in a new show called The Oval. According to the lawsuit, Dixon put up with Perry's comments due to fear over his role show being cut. Okay, that's it for me. Whether this happened or not, the second you ignore what happened, you went back and he promised you to get on the show, allegedly, and you said, cool, what are we talking about at this point?
And he did what that dude to get on for the show.
Man, what the fuck are we
Come
talking
on,
about
bro.
at this point, man?
You did something strange for a little piece
What
of
they say,
change.
that's the director couch.
If that is true, or it's more like you said, it didn't crack, or you didn't get as much involved in that role as you probably wanted, so you probably just mad about it. Now you trying to catch a break on the back end. You a low fruit hanging actor. You ain't getting no money, so now you trying to tear a hole in his pockets for the most part. But it's like, these niggas is crazy. And this is why we say when a lot of our people get to a point, it's not about just doing stuff for everybody, but these millionaires and billionaires as black men need to have some type of power circle. So when you do have these people that's freezing your assets and you get in the spots where they cutting your water off, they can't cut your water off. Because if you got 5 or 10 millionaires and they turn your water off, one person of all of us just lends you $1 million until you handle yourself.
on
You
your
still
feet.
gonna be
You
straight.
straight,
We
exactly.
be when we fall, we each other crutches.
Yeah, like
but
kinda like a
now
union.
all y'all get put on an island because you like, okay, I'm making X amount of money. I ain't tripping. I'm a billionaire. Till they freeze your assets and lock you down, and now you looking stupid. The same way you see all these people, everybody getting positions. Shannon Sharp, they cut his water off. But if he has some more people that's behind him, as far as our people with money and power, then they couldn't just cut his water off. They could build your own show.
So-
you can come start doing stuff here. So
No, that's
Yeah.
that's perfect. That is perfectly described of what they call that, like a mastermind
Networking.
circle. No, it's like you got like a power
mastermind
circle.
Yeah, or just a power circle team.
So my hunch was right. He put up with the assaults, the sexual advances. He did something strange for a little piece of change. He got the role, but it says Tyler Perry got more aggressive towards the end of the show. It said things allegedly escalated between Dixon and Perry after they filmed the episode where Dixon's character was shot 4 times, indicating and seemingly ending his role on the show
I told
and
you.
termination of his job. So he got the role. He was sucking dick, doing whatever, allegedly, taking it in the ass, giving it whatever was going on that he claimed was going on. He was fine with it, long as he had the role allegedly, which I don't believe none of this. But I'm just saying, if this is the way it happened. His character gets killed off. Tyler Perry like, all right, on to the next. And now, oh my God. Like
My
a bad
boyfriend
little-
left me. That's
yeah,
what
like
it
a bad
is.
little
Not
Instagram
that,
bitch.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. Or you didn't blow like you wanted to. You think you probably gonna last for seasons after seasons.
Yeah.
Cuz knocked you right off.
Yeah, man,
And
he-
you know he writing up the scripts or got something to do with it. Like knocked you off on there and then knocked you off in real life.
Yeah.
Like nigga kick rocks.
No,
Like,
you do. He treat him like you do a bitch after you get tired of fucking with her, man. You know what I'm saying? You get what you get out of her, and then you kick her to the curb and keep it pushing, let her deal with the next man. So that's what he was. He got tired of his little white boyfriend. He was like, all right, this cool. This is all the most I can get out of it. And shit, he kicked him to the curb and on to the next. I mean, he's Tyler Perry. He can get what he want.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I don't know if y'all seen also Tyler Perry has spoke out not too long ago about talking about how black people need to stand up. You know, we need to wake up. They're erasing stuff out our history books. They doing all these things like that. So maybe that's just a quick another way to silence him too. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't start treading down this like this ain't never been you.
I
Now
think-
you got power. You better not start speaking up for black people.
Oh, he
keep,
did.
Keep
just-
making your
Where
movies.
was that?
It was on one of them. I think
It was one of the award shows. He said, because he went
The
off the
BET
script.
Awards.
It might have
It
been.
might
He
have
went
been.
off the script. He said, I'm going to just say this. I don't know if y'all noticing. They taking our history out the schools. They taking our books off the shelves. They're seemingly taking our footprint out of the world. to where it's like we don't even exist.
Kind of
Slowly
like how they
but
did,
surely.
kind of like how they did in Egypt with the hieroglyphics.
yeah,
They put the story on top of
exactly.
the original story. But I'm gonna just say this: it's not to knock what
Damn,
Tyler
that's a
Perry saying.
great point.
Exactly, they always do that.
All of a sudden he get hit with this right after he say that.
I just think this though.
Oh, yeah, I think it was that Ultimate Icon Award.
I feel like this though, real talk though. It's not really the schools or like non-blacks to teach us our history. It's up to us to teach our own history. So we pass it down. It don't even matter if it's not in the school books. Our children know because we're teaching them within ourselves. We can't expect no one that's non-black to teach our history to us. So if we know, all we know is we came from slaves, and then we got the civil rights, and then that's pretty much black history in school. We're much more than that. So we got to start teaching our children history beyond that.
Hey, that's facts. Because, shortly after Diddy made some remarks about empowering black people.
Yeah, he won his
got
own
hit with the
political
case.
party.
Because we all only looking at the lawsuit with the alcohol. Y'all forgot he said, hey, it's time to make our own political party.
He was talking
Neither
about
one of
being
these
structured.
candidates are for
Yeah.
us. He saw the Trump shit coming. He saw the Kamala shit coming. He said, hey, man, check this out.
Let's
We've
take
been
our
voting
votes.
Democrat for 50 years and never got nothing.
Because he basically said we got the money to do it.
He
What
said,
niggas
I'm a
wanna do?
billionaire. Kanye, you a billionaire. Jay, you a billionaire. We got money here. We doing this and that. Why are we not pulling together? Like you said, let's come together as this power circle and create this black political party. All of a sudden, Frico.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Tyler Perry was basically talking also like in a sense like they don't want you to recognize your greatness, your power, and by him being in a position of power, that's more of a stronger influence because now it's not just somebody that they look at redeemed as who are you or broke and just talking. He has the accolades and stuff to prove what he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? By being an embodiment of it.
Well, I was gonna say also too, when blacks start talking about power outside of athletics and entertainment, that shit does scare them. You know what I'm saying? When we start talking about political parties and stuff like that, that right there gets people nervous. Nobody wants to hear that. So when you start talking about making our money and putting it towards us, that right there makes people very uncomfortable because at the end of the day, once we start talking business, that's a sign of war. Because at that point, our money is no longer cycling with those other folks. So our money's no longer going to the Italians for the Gucci's and all that other stuff. Our money's no longer going to the Koreans for the nail techs and anything like that. What I'm saying is once we start putting our own money down for us, that makes everybody uncomfortable because we know our black dollars goes with everyone else. We keep our money amongst us. That's going to affect a lot of businesses that's non-black.
You know what's crazy? Because I seen something that made a great point, and it was just basically like how dangerous the black man is when he's sober. And this is why they predominantly dropped a lot of stuff in our neighborhoods and doing all that because
Liquor store on every corner.
Yeah, liquor stores on every corner.
And church.
But when you go out of different spaces, you don't really see too much of that. You don't see liquor stores. You see a lot of more healthy places. You see a lot of different things that's not getting you that. But having a sober mind is actually more dangerous, being able to think. If we high and just enjoying, we're not even facing nothing to even overcome nothing. We're just cool at being in this fog and in this cycle where we at. Yeah.
We're escaping
And
with
don't
this
forget what
temporary
Kanye
drug.
said. Even if you got a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. They will give you unlimited funds as long as you're not using it to empower your people. We hear them say this time and time again. It don't matter how much bread you got if the seemingly quote unquote alleged oppressors are the ones giving you the money. It's like, yeah, I give you the money, go spend it on hoes, go spend it on designer, go travel, get your
And
nice
you
car,
go
nice
spend it within
houses.
us, in our community.
The second you try to empower your folks, that's war, like you said, because what if all of y'all rise up to power to rival us? Now y'all don't got to rely on us no more.
Exactly.
And y'all could damn near overtake us because number one, you are the culture. So if you're monetizing on yourself the way we monetizing on you, that's who do we monetize on?
And on top of that, too, like you said, if they're giving us the money, we typically spend our money with their culture. So it's like, essentially, we're recycling the money they're giving us and putting it right back in their pocket.
Right back
so
in
we
their
keep it
pocket.
in our community. Again, where are they going to get this money from now? Where is this going?
Even when you think about it, it's so cold because when you think about everything, we give the money right back. Essentially, if like you said, y'all got houses or you got bills to pay, if you get paid, where does that money go right back
It
to?
goes right back to the
You give it
industry.
right. Regardless, if you go to the grocery store, who owns that grocery store?
Yeah.
You go to pay your car note. Who owns that? Who owns those lots? Who owns all that? You know what I'm saying? When you pay your rent, or even if you pay your mortgage, you're giving that money right back in their hands. It's never really circling through us. And then when we do have our businesses, we're not necessarily going to help each other out in that sense for the most part. So.
But
I
if
just think
somebody
we just got to smarten up.
But if Jay-Z, if the people that have the power to influence, like the Jay-Z's, like the Diddy's and things like that, if they were to come together, at least with them, they can start an influence of people that follow them and create the business amongst them.
The problem with that, I think, is sometimes they don't be ready to to cut those relationships off. So it's like
Okay.
you might
I see
be
what you're
they
saying.
might be in the structure of being a puppet to these people. Unless you get to a point where you go rogue like Kanye did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to a
that's what
point
they
where it's
don't
like, I
wanna
don't
do.
need nobody else or whatever. You made enough money to where now you are able to work out with your people and do that. And I don't think a lot of them is ready to do that. They want to just still keep trying to get to 1 trillion or whatever else. It's never
That
enough.
number, that number that it really don't mean a big difference.
Y'all better wake y'all game up. It's all out attack. It's all out war, and it don't matter how much bread you got. They just send somebody at you, claim you did some shit, and now your whole empire is at risk. So it's dangerous out here. Like they nigga hunting straight up. That's just what it is. We just
Damn.
gotta call a spade a spade.
For real.
They nigga hunting for real. And this Me Too movement kicked it off.
Oh,
This
yeah.
believe everybody blindly without questioning anything kicked it off.
Yeah.
This gender war kicked it off. Y'all not following the blueprint. All of this stuff is being laid out slowly, so you don't notice what's going on.
Same thing
It's
with
like-
Jonathan Majors, the accusation. He didn't even do it. The
forgot
Me
about
Too
that.
movement.
Couldn't even bounce
He
back
didn't even
from
bounce.
that.
Hey, man,
If it wasn't for Megan being by his side, it would have been ugly for that man.
facts, bro. He's just now kind of getting back into like, okay, it's cool
And,
to let
and
him.
it's messed up because he was, not to cut you off, he was moving up.
Disney. He was supposed to be the Disney
did
villain.
Creed, he was supposed to do the Disney. He had the biggest contract, but now he's so tainted. When you look at him, you just think
You
of the
think of that
allegations.
exactly,
Yeah.
and he didn't do it. Again, we think about the allegations more than we think about his actual career now. When we think about Jonathan Majors now, and that's unfortunate because he was, like you said, he was about to blow. He was out on the brinks of like, okay, that's A-star actor list.
Right, now that's fact.
Hey, so it's one topic I really didn't care to speak on, but I feel as strong black men, and we got 2 active, present black fathers on here. We had to speak on this and dispel the bullshit. So K. Michelle recently did an interview with Cam Newton. And they were talking about, him creating broken homes and how he felt about it. And for his future endeavors with his relationships, is he planning on having a complete 2-parent household or whatever? And she went on record to say, black men need to step up for black women. We creating all these broken homes, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna play the sound bite in case you ain't heard it. Oh, hold on. Let me connect. Okay, I'm connected to the roadcaster. What's going on? We tied in. It ain't playing. Hold on, let me disconnect and reconnect. I hope you ain't got to connect it before you start recording, because I'm usually already connected, but I got this new phone. All right, let me hit the connect button. Let's see if it plays.
I'm asking right now, black men, I got to turn my black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yeah.
It's really not cool. Black men are attacking black women. And it's not a cool, they're not creating homes, they're creating babies everywhere. It's not cool. And I'm asking you, other successful black men, you have to set an example as leads. The cute social media back and forth on black women. Black women are strong. Black women are to be. So I'm asking women are where you come from, this and that. So there probably isn't any sympathy for you and just life happening, because there's so many other things around you going on that are not fair to black women. What is going on with the black family? We are consistently creating the cycle of kids who can't come home and see their daddy there. Women are where you.
Okay, so first of all, I'm so sick of this narrative. CDC already put the statistics out. Black men are the most active fathers out of everybody. I'm talking school, homework, sports practices, you name it. Just spending time with the family and the kids. Black men are the most active, period. So that whole, we just out here having kids everywhere. No, this is on the women, bro. Now, men, we can get to that later. But no baby is born that a woman doesn't want. No man can impregnate you unless you allow him. So if you seeing all these babies all over the place with no guy around, you gotta look at that woman. Why did you carry before you married, number one? Why did you let him fuck you raw if you didn't have no game plan on being together forever and having a strong nuclear family, number two? It's like all the onus is on the men, but the men are only doing what you allow. Women control sex, men control marriage. If a man wants some pussy, you got to give it to him, unless he grape you, which that's not what we out here doing. Women are willingly giving this shit up. We see it time and time again. And then if you look at the statistics of how many black men have kids versus how many don't, it's a small pool of black men having kids with all the ladies. Why? Because all the women want the same fucking guys. So a woman to have 10 good dudes in her DM ready to give her the world. Who does she want? The future over here.
Nick Cannon.
Literally future. Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, who already got 8 baby mamas, but their lifestyle is a little better off and he got a little more money than dude over here who got to work a hard 9 to 5. What they want to be? Passenger seat princesses. Oh, I just have his baby. What 50 say? Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. And they doing this shit time and time again, and y'all are blaming men instead of telling women, hey, it's time to sit down and stop being sluts.
Now that's facts.
Yeah.
I just think everybody got to stop trying to save the masses when it comes to relationships. You got to do what worked for you in your life. It's not no one set blueprint. Like if you are able to be like a Nick Cannon or a Cam Newton, which these women are accepting, when you have money, we know it's a difference. You have money, women are going to accept you having more women. That's just what it is. And y'all be acting like it's not true. And then when you see people losing their marriages over Usher and Chris Brown, we know it's true. We know it's there. They're going to say, well, everybody ain't no Usher and Chris Brown. And then it's like you said, I think the women need to start calling out the women more. And that's where it starts and that's where it stops. You make the rules in your relationship and you choose to make it what it is. A lot of these women make it harder. And then I see a lot of times, like I was telling y'all about on the last episode, you'll have good men that get the BS baby mamas and you'll have the good baby mamas with
Vice
the
versa.
BS fathers. So there is no real written blueprint at this point. It's like, do what works for you and you help the percentage change like that. And women is 8-1. Almost, maybe 5-1. Let me not exaggerate. So it's going to be kind of hard. And women, y'all got to think about this when y'all ask men to be, when y'all want him to be only you for your whole life. Like, can you be everything that man needs you to be at every moment of the day?
Yeah, I think context is everything. I think she's using bad examples or just the examples that's already out there publicly. The Cam Newtons, the Nick Cannons, things like that that's already out there.
But they don't highlight the niggas that's doing
the ones that's
yeah.
really out here doing it, they don't get enough credit. It's never like that. Like you just said, it's up to the women. Once they conceive, they have so many reasons of getting rid of a child if they choose to elect to. And
don't get rid of your child.
No, I'm saying.
No, he's saying they have the choice to do what they want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because my thing is this, if you know he's creating broken families, if you see the cycle and you choose to be a part of that cycle, you already know what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not like, hypothetically, if we were to get a woman pregnant and you be like, hey, baby, I want you to keep it. She's like, no, I'm getting rid of it. You have no right to tell that woman what to do with her body. So what I'm saying is the onus is on that woman. She needs to do her homework, know what type of person you're getting pregnant by, know what type of man that that what brought him up. Was he raised with his father? How does he treat his mother? Things like that. Y'all got to do homework on these people before y'all just have these babies. First of all, spiritual warfare is real. You don't know what type of baggage this man is carrying. Now, your child may have that same type of impact on the world. If he's creating broken homes, what you think your son's gonna create? That shit is passed down generational.
But a lot of times, you don't, I'm gonna say me, I don't rarely hear too much of you having more men than you hear about women having 3-4 baby daddies. Like, it's not, at that point, who's creating a broken family also? Yes, the man has to do it like you said, but you were allowing this. After the first one, you could have just had a bad relationship. The second one, you could have just had a bad relationship. The third one, it's time to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you have to take some accountability also. Y'all quick to open y'all legs up for nothing.
And
That's
family,
why it's not on the men.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
I can't nut in you if you don't let me fuck you raw.
Exactly.
Like,
She could have got a plan B.
I don't understand.
She could have got a plan B after that. It's so many ways she could have prevented that. from happening? If she knew she wasn't ready to have a child, did y'all have this discussion before he busting you?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
She was horny as hell.
Or she
She
want
was
that
all-
come up.
Exactly.
It's not.
Exactly.
It'd be that too, but it'd be just the accountability at the end of the day. You could have been fucking this nigga for however long you been fucking with him and still chose to have a baby and didn't think down the line, or you thought you was in love, or you thought, then they said they use the same excuse as well. You know, men be out here faking who they are and this and that. Like, you too old for that.
You be ignoring the red flags.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They be ignoring the red flags.
They love that toxic
and they be
shit.
thinking the baby is gonna change him. Bitch, he got 4 kids already with 3 baby mamas already. What make you think he gonna change for you?
No,
and you
facts.
went and had the 5th baby. And all of a sudden you mad. Well, he promised it was different this time. No, it's time for y'all to start taking some accountability. It's a lot of single guys who are willing and able and ready to give you that 2-parent home. The problem is y'all don't want them because y'all letting women like K. Michelle finesse y'all. Now she having this change of heart moment because she took out her BBL and all of that. But let's not act like she wasn't out here wilding.
Facts.
Nah,
Let's
facts.
not act like she's not with her baby father right now.
Because it's
Like, come on, cuz, stop it.
Because was she screaming this before when she was wilding, or now that when that wall be hitting people?
Didn't she-
Now all of a sudden you got an epiphany. Now all of a sudden you want to, like you said, marry before you carry, or act like you didn't care about that when you was getting them BBLs and getting your ass shot up and trying to throw it back. Before you was on trips, doing everything else, singing, going crazy on
Wilding
TV
on the gram.
shows. You was doing all that, but
Love and hip hop
Yeah.
going crazy.
all this stuff, and then now when you get older, the wall hit. Now you having some. This is where it comes with accountability too. And sometimes y'all women gotta stop. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all gotta stop having these same type of standards when you was 20 something with no kids versus when you hitting the
30.
wall or close in your 30s and you got kids. It's not the same. I don't give a fuck.
It's
and
a
most
new
things
round.
men want is women to take care of themselves. That's it. So what I'm getting at, yeah, you made me forget what I was finna say. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, this the same bitch who has a song, "You Can't Teach a Boy How to Be a Man." You have these women bashing anthems about niggas, but yet you want to sit up here and talk about us. You get what I'm saying? How you gonna talk about us and start being part of the solution?
What's her name, man? Shiraz Ali. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you talking about. You talking about the old. Damn, what the hell is her
She been giving
name?
the game up since the
look it up.
90s. Probably before that, before I was born.
You talking about
Damn, I
she was
always
talking about
forget
how,
her
like,
name.
being
I love
submissive and
her,
things
though.
like that, yeah.
No, y'all might need to start really reevaluating.
Shahrazada Ali.
Y'all need to,
Shahrazad Ali.
when you having, like, y'all making it difficult. Like, say if you got a man and you had a kid with him or a baby mama, y'all need to start really rethinking this monogamy and polygamy stuff. Y'all might be able to, if the household is that bad, if y'all both, if y'all got a man that's able trying to take care of all his kids and he has 2 baby mamas or something, y'all need to learn how to get along. Y'all might need to learn how to really be more friends and stop beefing and worrying about who fucking who. If it's making better for the household, because you get a lot of these situations where one baby mama might just be jealous, or they might be trying to double back, or vice versa with the baby father, and y'all don't get along, and y'all putting more stress on the man. He can't do nothing. Now you got the situations where the nigga bringing the McDonald's to one kid and not nobody else.
Yeah, no, facts.
I'm just not going for no more black male bashing at all.
Facts.
Like, that's over with. That whole wave, we got a whole nother fight that we fighting right now. That whole gender war shit, I'm not allowing that. You coming on here really reflecting on your own life and having a breakdown, and you're
She's regretting.
not regretting, but she's damn, what's the
Projecting.
damn word? Projecting.
Yeah,
You're projecting
projecting,
your
yeah.
own reality onto the viewers, and Cam just sitting there soaking it up, which, you know, he's doing the show. I get it, but you're blaming Cam as if these women didn't know already, and they didn't sign up for it.
They know he was the number one draft
So why be mad
pick?
at Cam? He's doing what they allowed. They're signing up for this. Same way you got women DMing Nick saying, "Hey, can I be next? Can I be the next baby mama?" When does the damn, what the fuck? My
women.
damn brain is cooked right now. When does the accountability fall on the women? At what point do women start talking to women instead of talking to men?
On their deathbed.
Because the world is talking to men.
Y'all know, and you
when men fuck up, the world lets them know they fucking up. When women fuck up,
It's
they always
pacifying.
get it out. They always get an excuse.
But what you also notice too, the women that's happily married or that's happily living their lives with their kids and their family, you never see them on the internet. You never see them on the internet complaining about men, bashing men, or doing none of that type of stuff, or even crying out for men because they picked, and then you'll get the other women that bash them and say she sound like a pick me,
Yeah.
and she telling you how she kept her man for all these years happy without nothing, and he want to be there willingly 24/7 to cater to all her needs. So I just think, like you said, this subject is tiresome to me, and it's like women, when you hit the wall and now you had an epiphany, this is why y'all need to start early. Marry before you carry, and be careful who you choose.
The wall is undefeated, period, point blank. Hey, but Lil Wayne's son, Lil Novi, says that Lil Wayne wrote most of Drake's music. So he did an interview, and I'm gonna play the clip.
Who's better, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of the shit. So I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at now.
No, that's
Okay, number one, I didn't even know Wayne had a son. So
Yeah.
I never seen him. I only seen his daughter.
Nigga, Wayne
But-
got 4 baby mamas.
I know, but you never see him in the media like that. You only see Reginae because she's usually the only one that's vocal. But him saying that Wayne wrote most of Drake's music, what y'all think about that? Because he said, without my dad, it really ain't no Drake. Do you think Wayne is sending that message through his son to be put out there because of what Drake did with Wayne's girl, his ex, while Wayne was in jail and Drake was fucking her?
Wayne is not sending that message out. The son been around him. He has insight. They asked him a question. He answered it. And I've been saying this. When we had these debates about all this Kendrick and Drake stuff, and we was talking about, well, Wayne had the same, I mean, not Wayne, would Drake be the same person without getting branched off with Young Money? You would have never had them hits, or I ain't gonna say never had them hits. You wouldn't be as big. The same thing what the son just said. So in my opinion, I believe him. They'd already been exposing, saying Drake had ghostwriters. I'm pretty sure Wayne being like a damn coach, by the time he had that Young Money camp, he might have helped him out. He might have helped him out. And this is exactly why Wayne told him, don't be on no gangster shit. So whatever gangster shit he probably got, Wayne probably was writing. Like, Wayne wrote for Birdman. He done wrote for plenty, a lot of niggas in the Young Money camp or Cash Money.
No, not the Cash Money camp. Young Money for sure.
He
wasn't writing for nobody.
He for
Cash.
sure
He was-
wrote for Birdman.
But overall Cash Money for Juvenile, BG, he wasn't writing for them. I'm not about to let that one slide. He didn't write for them. Because when he was coming up, he was a youngster. But
I
I'm gonna
never
say,
said them niggas' names.
but you said Cash
I
Money
said
though.
niggas in Cash Money and Young Money camp. Birdman
But-
for sure. I wouldn't
All
be
right.
surprised if he wrote for Manny. He probably wrote for all them niggas. You acting like Wayne Penn ain't killing them niggas off.
I'm gonna just say this though, not like that. Drake has no culture from Canada, bro. All that the sick shit, he got that shit from out here. He learned the lingo and stuff like that from coming to America. So he took it back up there to Canada and he repped his own.
Start
set.
trying to act like you rap, but you just
like
created
rap-
some shit.
Yeah, like you creating some shit, bro. Like, let's just be real. Wayne wrote that. Wayne made you, bro. If it wasn't for Wayne, you wouldn't be successful. Just like how Dre wrote, how Cube wrote for Dre and all them. You know what I'm saying? He pushed them out. Yeah, they may have the look. Drake had the look. He was a light-skinned R&B dude. Yeah, you got the look, so you can create your own lane. That's gonna be more revenue for the squad. But all that other shit,
I think he still be successful. I don't think he reaches the peak he reached. I don't think he gets that.
he
big.
wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for Wayne, period. We'll be known
That's
as the
crazy.
Degassi reject, my
What
nigga.
excuse are the OV hoes gonna use now? What excuse are the Glazers gonna use now? Where's Maul? Where's Academics? Flacco, where you at? Everybody who just be glazing
Where the
Drake,
cricket sign
like
at?
he's the GOAT. What are they gonna say now? Because if this comes out to be factual, Drake got to get knocked down a couple notches, bro.
But what do I
Knocked
mean?
down.
He already been
He's
knocked
man,
down.
it's a rap for him.
Nah, I'm
Meek
just
been
saying even
exposed
more.
it, but now, yeah, I mean,
No, but I
Meek-
mean
Pusha T.
Wayne writing for you, and you never credited Wayne.
I
It's
think
kinda
Wayne.
crazy.
I think Wayne
You
probably didn't.
fucking
but
Wayne's
it's-
girl.
It's like
Yeah.
what?
While Wayne is in jail
Writing
and Wayne
raps.
is writing your hits is crazy.
I think Wayne probably didn't want the credit because he's probably like building the machine. Like, hey Drake, you hot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
Wayne said, when I'm in the booth, the lion is loose. Man, I got so many styles, man. I am a group. That's the group he talking about, nigga. He said, I got so
don't
many
know.
styles, nigga. I'm the group, nigga.
I don't know.
They ain't
I
throwing
don't
them
think.
subliminals out there.
But yeah, but for real, that's just crazy work. It's just like, I don't know, man. Ain't no loyalty. Ain't no loyalty. Like he said, ain't no friends in the industry. Half them songs Drake was talking about himself. Y'all think he was talking about other people, nigga. He talking about himself.
He was
letting you know.
projecting.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't see Wayne's son have no reason to lie. Like,
No, I don't either.
because he gave a clear-cut reason why he said his dad was better. It wasn't just like, I'm just going because my daddy. Like, nah, like, nigga, for y'all knew the truth, nigga, my pops write all cuz shit anyway.
But
Exactly.
really think Wayne could have went out there and destroyed this man's career.
He didn't-
Because if
but-
Wayne would have came out right after he got out of Rikers, after Drake did what he did, he could have jumped out there with Pusha T, dropped a verse. He could have jumped in this Kendrick shit, dropped a verse, and let the world know, hey man,
But you don't do that to your son. You don't hurt your son in front of the world. That's his son, bro. Drake is Lil Wayne's son. You don't crucify your son in front of the world. You check him behind closed doors. You whip your kid behind closed doors.
Wayne, like,
you do that
Wayne like
when a nigga don't fuck your girl.
Wayne like this though. Wayne like I'm gonna keep it P. I'm disappointed. I expected better from you.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the fact that you tripping over the bitch. You just disappointed. Like, nigga, that came from you? You would go do that to me? Like, so I think it was more of one of those. But Wayne ain't got no reason to expose him, cuz. Like, he do got reasons, but he just Wayne like, nigga,
it don't need to. Yeah, exactly. Like,
you beneath me, nigga. That shit ain't really nothing. Like,
what you did? A push up in your shoulder, nigga?
Nah, man, I don't know. Like, I ain't been stretching like that in the gym, and I got a big ass knot, like right between my shoulder blade.
On some bullshit. He could
that
have held
shit-
that in. This
Hey,
nigga
nah,
crazy.
nigga.
Middle of nigga talking. He talking about, woo!
He sound like Drake got hit.
Want people to know cuz working out. Like, nigga, if this nigga don't knock it off, this nigga,
Nah, it's hurting to even like talk and breathe right now.
that's
That's why I'm
crazy.
not as animated. This shit
Nah,
killing
don't
me.
worry about it. Hey, Kevin Gates album gonna be coming out soon. Luca Brasi 4, baby.
Man, you and Kevin Gates, cuz we got to get y'all linked up. Or something. I
Man,
don't
that
know what the
nigga
fuck
shit
you got
is
going on.
knocking.
Go to Santa Monica, you'll catch him, man.
Hey, breaking news.
What?
Iran, about 5 hours ago, said that tonight a great surprise will occur, one that the world will remember for centuries. So what y'all think they meant by that?
They acting like they want smoke.
WW3?
Because you know the whole war is going on.
WW3?
They dropping bombs off over there in the
Nah,
Middle
y'all
East.
been seeing them niggas tweets and stuff? They been out here talking real reckless. And they basically like blame America if we get cracking on y'all. So
They said they tweeting like 2014 King Von.
yeah, that's
Trump
wild.
could have prevented all this if he would have pressed on Israel when that first war cracked off, bro.
It ain't nothing.
If he would have pressed on Israel, homie, even though they know they run it, he could have stopped all this, homie.
He can't press on Israel because Israel run him.
I understand
They
that. but
run
if
the U.S.
I'm gonna say this.
They show look.
he
They
should've
showing,
pressed- he would've
they
been the
showing
first-
nuclear bombs.
he would have been the first president to go against would against the Jews though.
He would've been
Our
with that.
military and everything else, the Air Force, anything you want to, the Army is gonna kill all that off immediately. They gonna see one of them nuclears and destroy some shit. So I'm not really even too worried about it. We'll see how it play out. If something does happen, it's gonna be an inside job, and they wanted it to happen in the U.S. Other than that, nobody's coming
Conspiracy
from nowhere
theory
else.
saying it's about the
No, I'm saying nobody's coming nowhere else and fucking with us in that sense if they want to go to war. Or we have the best everything from the military weapons and everything else. But if it does land here and something happens to America, it was an inside job.
Because it was rumors that they were gonna hit New York. Like a lot of that's been floating around that they plan on attacking New York. You know, New York is always the center of attacks for whatever reason. The super major metropolis city.
yeah.
But I will say, like you said, look at the strings being pulled behind the scenes. We all know war generates money.
Mhm.
They sell guns and weapons
Republicans.
to both sides. So they send your kids out there, you and your kids, to go fight the war, and then they arm the enemies that you're fighting, and they get big money. So all of this is a money play. At the end of the day, when you look behind everything going on with all this World War III and everything that's going on, really pay attention. At the end of the day, and the bottom line, it's a money play.
It's a money play, it's a distraction, and you know, it's unfortunate because it's more one way to skin a cat. I don't even think it's gonna be nuclear bombs that's gonna affect us. This is gonna probably be something through the computer where we gonna get shut down or something like that. That's the way the cyber war is where it's at. So we thinking of the nuclear bomb coming this way. It could be the cyber wars with the computer where everything gets shut down. Now the whole net is just down. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's different ways to skin a cat. It's like the magic trick. You look right while the left hand is doing something different. You dig what I'm saying? So this is probably part of the magic trick
So
right
are
now.
we blinded by the immigration stuff while they getting ready to
All this
set
is a
us up
distraction.
with a back door?
Man, listen, we ain't talking about the gas price. We ain't talking about the inflation.
They said
We ain't-
$8 next month.
Exactly, bro.
Speaking of the tweets, Iran tweeted a video showing them stroking a nuclear warhead titled Maybe.
Stroking a nuclear war is crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's stroking the
That's what I'm
nuclear
saying.
warhead.
But
Like I said, they
but
tweeting
this-
like
but-
2012 Vaughn, cuz they out here.
Yeah, but
tweeting wild.
this is why it's bullshit. Because I don't feel like this is the medieval times where people set up and you knew you was finna come to war with swords and stuff like that. Majority of these wars, they want the element of surprise.
You go get it cracking, get it cracking. You're like, off time.
but if you are, but they're not finna just let us know, like, hey, we coming right now. Like, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna do something where we don't know. But they try to make it seem like they got people here already. And this is another thing too, why they getting rid of these immigrants and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I just thought about it because they try to basically make it seem like you got people from other countries and different places that really be
Being a part of
spies.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just learning how we move in America,
Go back,
learning how to
report
do
back.
certain things, and giving information.
Well, what
back.
they said was
So-
a lot of those kiosks in the mall, a lot of them are low-key spies from other countries. Like they military from other countries acting like they working in these malls. Meanwhile, they gathering intel and shit like that. So, dude, you go to Cerritos Mall to get the shirt made for, which is wild because I really thought about this. I went up there a couple months ago and got like 2 or 3 shirts made, and then dude just disappeared. Next thing I know, somebody else working at that motherfucker. Another Pakistani or whatever the fuck they is. Like, damn, where the fuck could go? The niggas speaking Arabic and all that. So now when I seen that, like, oh shit, they might got a point. These niggas come gather their intel and get on.
Yeah, I remember the Soviet Union used to do that back in the day. You know, come over here as Americans and portray themselves as a family and all that stuff, and then report back. You know, that's kind of like one of the old tales that they used to do back in the day as far as war. But I feel like at this point it's gonna be something on a global network where it's gonna shut down the computer system or something like that, where they gonna do some type of hacking where we're not gonna have control of our own systems. I think that's really where it's gonna hit at, because that's how you're gonna affect the whole entire United States. You affect the internet, you affect the Wi-Fi, whatever the bank system where you can't access nothing. That's gonna cause a panic.
All I'm gonna say is if you got them electric cars, you better get off the road in them because them motherfuckers get hacked.
Yeah.
It's ugly for you.
Nah, you're gonna be just like that movie. All the Teslas just lined up and started smashing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Leave the world behind.
Yeah.
I mean, they already been prepping us. Planes falling out the sky. Your phone outage going in and out. Instagram going down. Twitter going down. They literally been prepping you slowly for
now
that.
you got brains that was not backed by the American dollar no more. They're trying to exclude us out, man. Like every big dynasty has a downfall, like Egypt, Rome. What is the Japanese? What's the dude who conquered everything? Damn, I can't even. I'm having a brain fart. But
Caesar?
not Caesar. He was the Japanese, like the Asian cat. The Mongolian.
Did he conquer everything?
Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan.
Genghis
You know
Khan.
what I'm saying? Like every great empire comes to an end, and at this point, this is just signs that, man, Lady America. You know what I'm saying? This may be just a glimpse of, it may come to an end.
America ain't coming to an end.
No,
we
man,
got
you
say
got
that.
now.
Man, we got
But you
two-
just said Israel runs America. You can't say we.
No,
we
for sure.
Again, if
to what degree?
we're no longer the
highest
powers.
degree.
We're no longer we're no longer the feared one anymore. We're no longer the ones that, okay, big bag America. Now we kind of looking up now. We no longer the big brother in the school.
Yeah, or that's what they tell
I ain't gonna
us.
say that. I
That's
think
what they
we
tell
still
us.
are, but it's just a lot of inside shit going on where you really can't trust nothing. That's the problem. It's like they telling you, hey, that's the enemy over there. Meanwhile, they behind the scenes, behind the curtain,
Because remember that
shaking hands with them.
because they can say that's the enemy, and then I'm seeing videos of them, the Israel women talking about black men, we need y'all. So,
This
but
nigga crazy.
Yeah, I've never heard
we
that
talking about the
I
politicians.
know, yeah,
Fuck the
y'all
women.
talking about them.
We
Now,
talking about the
I'm
ones
not
in
saying
charge.
that they all doing that's what I'm saying. They basically saying they're lying to you, they're confusing you. That's the only thing I'm getting at. But how y'all feel about the AI rappers?
Man, I told you what was gonna happen.
Them niggas trash, nigga.
I told
They'll
you what
never
was gonna
take over
happen.
real rappers. Did you listen to that?
I
Man,
listened
they
to it, but shout out-
slowly putting them out, bro. They gonna
They
put the trash
trash.
ones first.
Hey, I listened
they
to it.
sound like straight bots.
Hey, I listened to it, but then when I heard y'all talk about the Dave Blunt shit, that made me go listen to his shit.
He sound like one of them.
Hey,
Don't he
Dave
sound
Blunt
like one of them?
like one of
Nah.
them. Hey, bro.
Ronald said it was fire.
Man, I was trolling, man. Shut the fuck out of
it
here.
was fun that he went again, but low key, I didn't see the difference though between like the Dave Blunt style and like the AI style that that offbeat ain't really making too much sense of the rap. I'm like,
All I'm saying is they got an AI Nas, an AI J, an AI Pac somewhere waiting in the cut, just waiting to throw it out there. Right now, they gonna throw the little Yachty's and the Dave Blunts, and oh man, they can never replace us. Next thing you know, we got a motherfucking doggy style made by AI. And it's like, well, there's no need for me to sign you niggas no more. Timberland, he already behind it because he could see ahead of the curve, which is why he already invested in it.
and then just think about the music festivals. You ain't got to pay the artists because it's AI. So you gonna have these big ass rolling louds of just like some type of computer generated like image or something of performance, maybe just background shots and stuff like that, and then just the music playing, everybody wilding out like a big ass rave.
They already had Pop performing.
Did y'all see Gavin Newsom trying to wear the J's with the suit on?
Nah, I don't fuck with Gavin. I don't fuck with Gavin Newsom, bro.
I said, nah, me either, but I'm like, oh, this is what they do. This how stupid they think we is. He throws some Jordans on. You know,
he hip hop.
Yeah, you know,
black.
now he gonna start trying to like, he's slowly trying to project that to get to us. And I'm like, because they say he's gonna run for president soon, probably when
that
Trump,
shit is that he ain't about to win that president.
So
right?
this was Kamala with the hot sauce in the purse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talking about greens and all
Or
that.
remember when Hillary Clinton came down on Watts?
This nigga look crazy. He had some ones on like this nigga.
Hey, Hillary Clinton went down to Watts, right? She went to Hawkinsburger and was trying to order some food as if like she know the hood, like she right off Imperial Central. You're not doing that shit.
This is what they think of niggas.
Yeah.
Put J's on and you can get the vote. Mocha, get the fuck out the way.
I gotta use the bathroom.
I know I'm about to smack your ass. Knocking over shit. This is what they do to y'all. This is what they think of y'all. Identity politics. You remember they all put the Zulu suits on and shit and they did the fist up pose. No legislation changed for
None.
niggas.
Oh,
None.
You know,
Nothing changed for niggas.
and you know what's crazy? I didn't see this list, but I did wanted to bring that up because I was gonna ask y'all before I seen it. The New York list.
The
Top 50 New York rappers.
Okay, pull
'Cause you know
that
New
up.
York gonna be way. That's probably the hardest one to do.
Ooh, okay,
So a
we
little while ago,
we
everyone
just got to
was talking
go
about how
top 10 with that one because
Send me
top 50
send me
be
the
too
list right
hard.
fast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we definitely got to talk about that one for sure. Let me pull that up because they had
That's gonna be a hard one.
man.
So we can put Tupac on that one in, right? Since
Since they keep claiming him.
man,
Does Tupac
since
get number
LA
one?
can't claim Pac.
Yeah, what's yours? It's in there. I put it in there.
It's on the podcast page.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna go top 10. They got Jay-Z number 1. They got Biggie number 2.
Nice
They got
spice.
Nas number 3. Rakim number 4. LL Cool J number 5. 50 number 6. Nicki Minaj 7. DMX
Crazy work.
8. Busta Rhymes 9. KRS 1 10. This is crazy.
Wait, so Pac is not on it. So Pac is us then. Since he's not on New York, that he's officially ours then.
for sure.
Because New York is not claiming him.
Bro, they have Fabulous at 32 behind Fat Joe.
Nigga, this is
Behind Pop Smoke.
Oh, they got Big L on there.
They got
Behind
Big L
Cardi
at
B.
29.
Big L dope.
They got
That nigga, he ain't supposed to be in no damn 29.
Oh, I thought you were saying like yeah, I don't know.
How is Jadakiss not in the top 10?
Whoa.
Top 5 dead or alive. Nicki up there is crazy.
How is Cameron not in the top 10?
Prodigy 11. Lil Kim
They got
12.
Method Man at 21?
That's
Bro.
what I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
they
they-
got Styles P 46 behind Jim Jones.
Bro,
How they got Nicki Minaj over DMX?
Nah, look, they trolling.
Nicki over DMX is
This
crazy.
is trolling. This
This
is
Lil
crazy
Kim is
disrespect.
better than, if it wasn't for Lil Kim, there would be no Nicki Minaj.
I don't care. Lil Kim ain't no number 12. She ain't better than Jadakiss.
Biggie's not number 2, bro. Like, we got to take the nostalgia off of we know he died and all of that, but come on, man.
Wait.
Biggie not number 2.
Biggie's not, man.
I'm not mad at
hold
Biggie
on.
at 2. I'm not mad at
I'm not even gonna
Biggie.
lie to
Because he
y'all.
held New York down.
I'm gonna say
I'm
something.
putting
that
DMX over Biggie.
And me too.
I'm
And I'm gonna
right.
say something even more that y'all not gonna like. I'm putting Big L over Biggie.
Big L.
Rapping wise, Big L was
No, Big L dope.
he was crazy work. Niggas wasn't fucking with Big L, and Big L didn't come with all them gay ass lyrics either.
What? No. Hey, all right, so look, I'm not trying to be a Biggie glazer, but I'm gonna say this because you know we from the West. Biggie was one of the forefronts of holding down the East Coast when they was at it with the West.
No.
So that's why I can say at least he was holding down his coast.
I'm gonna say
But,
Biggie,
you know,
Biggie.
Did he? He didn't really diss. Like,
What
he
you
did
mean?
He did subliminals.
man, bro,
He did subliminal. Who shot you? He
It-
didn't never say Pac name, though.
it don't even matter,
Yeah,
bro.
that
He was
matters,
still the
nigga.
face. It don't.
No, Biggie was holding him down because he had the crown.
Again,
That's
exactly. But
him
he was
being
the
best
face.
rapper.
Him and Diddy was the face of the beef for the East Coast. When
Man.
you thought the East Coast, think about it. When you said fuck the East Coast, you was talking about Bad Boy.
Tim Dog said, fuck Compton.
Like I said, my
Tim
nigga,
Dog didn't
the
do no
face.
subliminals.
I'm talking about the face though. Them niggas was the face
He was
of the
the
East
face
Coast.
by default because of Pac's energy. If Pac don't never yell their names, we never know who's beefing with
Bad
who.
Boy and Biggie was the biggest at the time. He had to be the face. And him and Pac was already connected before the beef.
He dissed
So was
Jay-Z, and
Snoop.
Jay-Z wasn't fire at the time. He said that Hawaiian silk ass nigga. I mean, he was giving it to niggas.
Biggie
from
was the
these-
biggest
I'm just saying, look at the list, bro.
Forget the
It-
beef.
it's
Yeah,
no,
no, but I'm saying I
there's
give-
no way Biggie's over DMX. DMX has too many accolades, bro.
They finna kill me for that Biggie
I don't give a
line.
fuck. And
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie. I might put 50 over Biggie. I'm just saying, bro.
I understand
Where
what-
you got Biggie at? Because Biggie, low key, that life after death,
And
man.
you see, And it's crazy because they gave us all these breakdowns when it came to LA rappers, but I don't see nothing else on here.
Let's take the same. Let's take
top
the same
50 New York
parameters.
rappers of all
Wait,
time.
how's
Okay,
Diddy
so
on here?
look.
How's Diddy on here? And he's a producer.
Hold on. So look, let's take the same parameters they use for the other list.
Diddy was
You
rapping.
got lyrically, you got catalog, and you got impact.
Okay. So Biggie had a big impact, even though he only had 2 albums. I think,
no catalog, so he automatically dropped.
but his catalog,
Now Biggie might got to be top 5.
he gotta be, bro.
Mike, they always gonna mention him.
Biggie got to be top 5.
Well, because his influence, he put his style on a, you know what I mean? Like Biggie was dope.
It's too hard to do 50, so let's do 10.
So
you
who
gotta go top
number
10?
one?
For East Coast,
Who number one on East Coast?
you go first. I
The
wanna
fact
hear.
that they ain't got my
I'ma
nigga
go.
Stack Bundles on here at all is crazy.
Ooh, how they got no stack bundles is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's foul, bro.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, that's crazy. Far Rockaway. Shout out to Far
I got
Rockaway.
Ice
Rest
Spice
in
on this
peace, Stack.
motherfucker, bro. That's
Ain't
crazy.
no fucking way Sean Prince is over Styles P or Jim Jones. Man, this list is disrespectful. The fact that they got Pop Smoke over Fabulous is fucking crazy and disrespectful.
Hey,
Pop
and-
Smoke, where you at?
Crazy. They got Pop Smoke at 27.
Hey, shout out to Fab. He just dropped that crazy visual.
Yeah, they got Pop
With
Smoke
that,
over Mace. Oh, these niggas is
Nah, they
smoking.
the disrespect to Fabulous. Fabulous, I don't know,
Nigga,
man.
Mace is better
No.
than Fabulous.
Fab
Nigga,
top
if it
five.
wasn't
I
for
don't
Mace,
know, man.
if it wasn't
I
for
don't
Mace,
know,
there would
though.
be no Fab, bro.
I don't know, though. I understand that part, but Fab been in this game for a long
Mace was
time.
nigga.
You talking
Fab
about was. We're still talking about Fabulous, is what
And
I'm
you
saying.
got to realize Fab never had a whack verse. Fab been fired since he came in.
Where Lloyd Banks
Bro,
at?
since the 90s, Fab been killing the game.
That's crazy. They don't
ain't
got
got
Banks
Banks
on
on
here.
here?
That's crazy.
They don't have Banks on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
Based
that's
off of
wild.
what y'all said, Banks ain't on here.
Nah,
Banks is on here. He got
Banks-
a platinum album.
Banks is on.
He's
No,
one of the most legendary groups. Banks is one of the most revered and renounced
Banks
lyricists
is.
in
You
the
telling
game.
me Banks ain't better than Ice Spice?
He
Nah,
okay.
I agree. Nah, I told y'all this.
Banks is over Sean Prince, nigga.
Nah, Banks over a lot of niggas.
Banks
but
over a lot of
But
these
what I'm
niggas.
saying is this is bait for us to talk. It's no way because they just threw people on here.
Name your top 10.
Even Big Pun is up higher than this. I believe.
Nah, Big One right there.
Name your
He right
top
there.
10.
I don't know. I gotta sit down when it comes to New
All
York
right.
rappers. Like, cause I'm gonna go somewhere and this ain't as easy as our shit.
Jay,
No.
I got Jay.
It's
So
easy.
so you got J number one.
I got Jay.
I'm trying to be politically
No,
correct.
no,
Because
listen,
last
never
time-
say
let him go.
J1,
Because
yeah.
when he do his list, he'll
Bro,
start skipping. No,
I'm
do your
going
list.
by the parameters.
Bro,
of
just
what
do
we
your
use.
list. No, stop talking. Do your list. Because I'm fucking with you on your list. You'll be like, number 7, but then forgot to go with,
Going by the parameters that they
man,
used,
do your list.
Jay got to be 1.
All right.
I'm going Nas 2. I'm going DMX 3. I'm going Cameron.
Or?
I'm going Biggie 4.
Oh, this nigga.
Nah, you gotta let her talk. Sure.
Yeah, you right.
You were getting repeat.
I'm going Biggie
This nigga
4.
said Cameron.
I'm going Biggie 4. I'm going Cameron 6. No, I'm going 50 Cent 6.
I'm doing.
I'm going-
Just do 5. 5 is good.
Okay, do 5. I got Jay. I
All
got Nas. I got DMX. I got 50. I got Cam. I got Jada. I got Fab.
Nigga,
Nigga,
we
you
said
just
5.
Nah, I can't do 5 because I'm exclude Jada and Fab.
Yeah.
I got Jada before Fab. So I got Fab at 7. I got, okay, let me look at the list. Let me look at the list.
Let him, because he got 3 more. Let him get 3 more.
I know, I got 3 more.
No Ja Rule.
I got
Ja
no Ja.
Rule got
I ain't
hits,
got no
though.
Ja Rule. Damn, this is hard as hell.
Yeah,
No
no,
Big
it ain't.
Pun.
Hold on. No, because I got Pun.
No Method Man in the Woo.
Let him.
Nah,
man, let
because
him. Like, you just
Wu-Tang,
tell-
you got to damn near throw Wu-Tang as a group.
we ain't doing that.
Okay,
Ain't
I'm
doing
at
the
7, right?
Yeah, you at 7.
All right, I got Stack Bundles at 10. So I got to go 8. 8, I'm going to throw Wu-Tang as a group in there at 8.
Come on, bro.
I
That's
said that.
I'm
default.
throwing Method and Wu is 8.
Bro, that's default.
Kurt
That's like
trying to be
saying
politically
NWA.
correct.
That's like saying NWA on the West Coast,
Nah,
bro.
that is.
Or
That
we
is.
can say G Unit then. If that's the case, why we didn't say G Unit?
Nah, that's facts.
I got, damn, I need 2 more.
That's
This
why
is
you only do
hard.
5. Let me go, man.
Ah, this hard, girl.
I got Biggie.
At 1?
At 1?
Biggie at 1.
All right, I'm not mad at it.
I got Jay at 2. Maybe 50 at 3.
No Uncle Murder?
Never. Nas. I got Biggie, Jay, Nas. See, I'm gonna go based off of my own preference.
Okay,
I got Jadakiss in there. I got Big L in there.
That's 5, right?
I got 50. Yeah, if we only
that's
doing
5.
5.
See, it's too hard to do 5.
Nah,
I said do 2.
I'm gonna make it because it's gonna be so many New York rappers that I'm forgetting based off of just right now. Look, you gotta revisit this because I got Fab in my shit for sure.
Fab is top 10. Jada's top 10.
I'm surprised niggas ain't talking about Mace, nigga. Mace
Man,
got
I got-
bars.
I wasn't
Styles
really,
P.
I ain't really got Mace.
See,
Mace-
in my personal preference, I might got Styles P top 10.
I got Stack in minds depending on
Stack is in
you
there.
gotta have your ear. I got
See,
what
Mace,
else on here?
Mace is
Nobody
Mace
said
is in-
LL either. LL was
LO, yeah.
niggas are saying
Nah, LL.
LL is big far as impact and all that stuff.
He
but
was big on the culture.
No, LO is huge.
So
I was kind of too young. Like,
But his eras,
he still was making head sprung and stuff when I was out. I was like catching the back end of LL. Mama Want to Knock You Out and all that was before
Rock the Bells and all that.
Even though they was before my time, they outlasted to where my generation was still listening
Damn,
to
so
them.
no KRS-One?
No KRS.
they ain't got
for me.
Run DMC. No,
But now they got Run at 23.
Oh, okay.
Man, who your top 10, Short?
No, I ain't got. I'm gonna just do a 5. I'm gonna
So
just do 5.
where
Do
was
5.
hold on? Where is Redman from? He not from
Redman
East
from
Coast?
Jersey, I
Redman
think.
from New Jersey.
Yeah, he from Jersey.
Redman not on here.
No,
He
he
from
Jersey.
Jersey.
Though. He from Jersey though.
This New York. He from Jersey.
I thought they count Jersey, New York.
No, hell
me,
no.
I would
That's
think that too though.
crazy.
Jersey, New York, all that.
I know they be trying to act like it, but some niggas be arguing it like it do. You go out.
I'm gonna say so just top 5 off the top. Jay go be number 1 because he's like the Snoop Dogg of the East Coast. Like he's one of them.
So you
he's
believe
every-
that Jay at? Okay, never mind. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just saying
Influence.
influence.
As of right now, Jay,
Yeah, Jay
he's
is
been
like-
in too long.
Jay-Z is like the Snoop of the East Coast. Like he got that. He got that.
What do you think is gonna be more if you put a Biggie song on or a Jay song? Who's gonna be more
Jay.
impactful?
It don't
Jay.
matter. Nah, bro. Jay been in too long.
Jay got way too much seniority in this game.
The reason I compare it because when Biggie was hot, Jay was not.
I understand
I
that.
agree.
Even though he was shorter, but Biggie was the
Okay,
reigning person for that. When I'm able to watch them, that's like counting McGrady or somebody that got hurt, but now he ain't playing no more. But
No,
when
I
he
get
was
what you're
there,
saying.
I can only base it off this point of your
Well, then you got to put DMX over Jay because when DMX was at his height, Jay was at his height. X was over Jay.
X ain't wrong.
So I'm gonna
X
say
ain't
Jay
wrong.
at
But
1.
X was on too much dope though.
Jay at 1. 2. 2. I'm gonna go with 50 at 2. Because 50 at 2, I love the fact that he was dissing everybody. So it was kind of like once he ran over.
But what'd you say the 3 categories was? You said
impact,
catalog, and what success, right?
Yeah, and then he has success. He's worldwide known as well. So
50 might got to be top 3.
So I said he number 2. I said Jay 50 and number 3. Number 3.
But we not counting like rap. We counting just music success, or we counting just success.
No,
in
I'm just
life?
talking about like rap and all that. Like we can, they're successful. 3. I'll go with Big at 3. I think that's fair because he held it down. 4. I'm gonna go with DMX, and then for 5, you know what, bro? But impact alone, and things that he done, for sure, I'm gonna have to just say like. I'm gonna have to say like Run DMC due to the fact that you could have said
Rakim. You could have said Rakim.
Run DMC.
Oh my, this nigga
Run
don't listen to no Run DMC.
He could have said
at all.
Rakim.
Let me finish.
He trying to be politically correct.
Oh
No.
God, he trying to
What
get
you
love from
talking
the East
about?
Coast.
Run's house. That's what he was watching.
Nah, this nigga
Run's
slipping.
house.
Hey,
Run
you
DMC.
lucky I can't
Adidas.
yell.
Run
This
DMC.
nigga lucky I can't yell.
I like the shell toes.
What
This
you
nigga is
talking
cap.
about, nigga?
He said
Not
he
put
sure
Run
got-
DMC over
Hey,
50 Cent.
I'm not.
bro.
Sure, I got
what
throw
you
some
mean?
cap
50's
in
in my.
there.
No. I put 50 at 2. You didn't. I
What you
put
mean?
50.
No, you didn't.
I put Jay 50 at number 2. 3 was Big. 4 was DMX, and then I put Run DMC as far as like influence.
Man, get the fuck
My
out
nigga,
of
what
here.
you talking about? It was that or
Get
Diddy,
the-
my
get the
nigga.
fuck out of here, bro.
Or Diddy. You just asked, was Diddy a rapper?
But Diddy put out a lot of this shit, my nigga, as far as hopping on remix. He was the remix king. And on top of that, too, all the people that he produced, he put Mary J. Blige on. He put, nigga,
Bro,
everybody.
Diddy is not top 10.
What are you talking about, nigga? The influence of who he touched, nigga. He
we're
produced
talking-
most of all these
Rappers,
niggas.
he's not top 10 rappers.
This is what I don't like about the biggest. It should be the brackets when it tips the scale. Rapping should have this much of the bar. Like you have to still be a great rapper to be counted as a top MC. Like all that other stuff is cool.
All right, so look, let me-
Some people
all right.
got fucked out of deals and didn't reach the
All right,
heights
so look.
because they didn't have
All right,
good
you know,
deals.
I'm a bush. All right, so number 5 would be, to finish off, it would be Fab. But no.
No, you don't like Fab
No,
either.
no.
Pick what you
Banks.
like.
No, Banks. I'll give it to Banks because I was more of a Banks fan than Fab anyway. We ride around
Okay,
with the
so
burner zone.
that's your
even when-
personal.
That's my personal.
Banks ain't top 5 personal to me.
Nigga, Banks is fire.
Banks
You're
ain't.
not
Banks
top
didn't
five.
have.
You ain't
Banks didn't
listening
have
to-
enough commercial success to be top
Fab
5. to me.
Fab is still going harder than Banks right now.
Right now,
Put
but
him-
I'm gonna tell
put
you,
him
in their
Banks-
prime, Banks would have killed.
I don't
Fab.
know about
Bro.
that. You don't understand.
Nigga. You
Putting
don't.
Banks over Cam is crazy.
Cam,
Bro, come on, bro. You're not about to do that
Putting
with that.
Banks over Cam is
Cam is
crazy.
still
not about to do-
successful
you're
right
not-
now.
you're not about-
Cam
Motherfucker,
is
pod-
spit.
You said Impact. You said
You got to realize Cam was the leader of his crew. Cam was spitting
Cam
with
had-
Big L.
Cam wasn't even the
And
hottest
them
nigga.
niggas.
Cam wasn't even the hottest nigga in this fucking group when Dipset was out.
Who
My
was?
nigga.
Dipset was cousin Cam.
What are you talking about?
My nigga, when they start branching
Who
off
was the
and shit-
hottest?
So when you think of Dipset, nigga, Jim Jones balling trumps any of
No, the
Cam.
fuck it doesn't.
What are you talking
And you know
about?
how I kill that off viral? You know how we kill off
How you
balling?
tell-
Because Jimmy didn't even write balling.
Stack Bundles wrote
Shout out to
Ballin'.
Stack and Max B.
Hey, all right,
Stack
if
Bundles
that's
and
what we
Max
gonna do
B.
then, all right, my
because
nigga, all right.
no, Cam was the first nigga trendsetting all of the different
With
clothes.
the pink and shit, okay.
No, but
Cam in there for the pink shit alone.
Cam Impact, but he still, you said accolades right now. He just got what's the contract him and Mace just signed? 30 million or something.
And then y'all nigga, nobody speaking about. I'm the only one saying Mace shit was hard, my nigga. Mace had
left
bars.
the game and went to be a preacher.
Mace run was not long enough. He fucked his career up when he did the preacher shit. Then he came back on some gangsta
Mace
shit
went
with
after
G-Unit.
Fab, and Fab didn't want no smoke with Mace.
What?
What you talking about? When, on that song with you, nigga, Mace tell Fab and I forgot the bar. He said something, tell
Mace
Fab
is
and them
not
I'm
better
not
than
they
Fab.
daddy. Nigga, okay,
He's not better than
you
Fab.
slipping.
Mace not better than Fab. And I don't care if Fab sounded like Mace when he came out. You're not better than Fab, nigga.
Then nigga, if he's influenced him, that means Mace is better. If
No,
you're
it-
mimicking a nigga style,
What?
so who's better, Jordan or Kobe?
What the fuck
don't
are
know.
you
If
talking
you mimic
about?
a nigga style,
That's-
you want to be him.
That's
That
debatable.
don't mean
though.
you're better though.
That's the Jordan and Kobe is debatable. Some people would say Kobe is better. Some people say Jordan is.
If you mimicking a nigga style, you want to be him. You cannot be better than a nigga you
Are you
mimicking,
mimicking
bro.
or inspired or
You can't
You
be
can
more
say inspired.
You
know,
can't
you
be
can say
more
inspired. But for
original.
my argument, I'm gonna say he's mimicking.
You can't
He's
be
very
more
inspired.
original, but you can be better.
Some people, but I never hear too much, like, unless you just like an OG. I haven't really heard too many people say, well, that sound like Mace. Like, you might get a few people.
Nah. But when Fab came out,
Listen, but
they
I'm
was
talking
saying-
about now. When you hear Fab rap, they never say, well, this nigga sound too much like Mace to me for me to listen to this nigga.
Not now because Mace faded off to black, but when
Yeah.
Fab first came in, for sure.
Yeah,
they
that was
saying,
the that
sound
was
like
the thing.
Mace's son,
That
for
was the
sure.
same thing when that nigga Designer came out. I thought that Panda song. I swear to God, I thought that was Future. You know what I'm saying? Because he sounded so much like him. They was like, nah, that's Panda.
You
I
know
mean,
what's crazy? Ja Rule might gotta be in
No,
there.
you're not about to do that.
No, bro. I
You're
mean,
not about to do
no,
that, bro.
Look at the. Do you remember how huge Ja Rule
Nigga,
was?
he did R&B songs with
Bro,
the women,
listen.
bro.
Do you remember how fucking huge Ja couldn't miss, cuz?
He was the Drake before Drake. I get it, but my
Oh, he
nigga,
was Drake before Drake, cuz Ja could not
but
miss.
50 outdid Ja Rule to his own. He started singing on the hook and started doing music with women. He bleed him at his own game. He said, nigga, I ain't singing on the hook. And 50 started doing it and beat him at his own game. You cannot do that. You
But-
can't have
but
50.
Y'all let us know who y'all got in y'all top
But
10.
y'all know what's crazy? We say this, 50 had been singing too on his music. He was just, his story and persona allowed people to think that he was never doing that. Like,
But I'm
He
saying
was doing that on the mixtape.
he was doing
Yeah.
it, but he was clowning a nigga for doing it, and then he still did it. And didn't nobody check him on what he was doing.
50 is top 5 strictly because of his impact,
And he had the
strictly
game.
because of his influence, how many people he made successful, how he transitioned, and he did it the right way. He stayed himself the whole time.
So why did he not
never
up there then?
compromised
Because
himself.
everything
Diddy's
just-
not a rapper. He's a producer who
He
has
does
people
rap.
write for him. 50 write his own shit. 50 wrote for Beyonce, nigga.
50 wrote for Diddy.
50 wrote for Diddy. Fuck are we like? You're not Diddy can't
Bro.
be top nothing, bro. As far as rap, when you talking about New York and
But
the-
you're
a
saying
lyricist,
influence. When y'all say influence, you
that's
spec-
only one category,
This is
nigga. Like he
this-
said, rap needs to be the main topic of the categories.
So-
Rapping ability. We're talking about rappers, nigga.
Because once you go past the rapping abilities, then you go to everything else. It's like, okay, because if you have two people, it's like Jay and Nas. What you think separates them at the point now? Because Nas has certain impacts at some points where they thought Nas was better than Jay, but Jay just outlasted a lot of
Out
stuff.
here on the West Coast, I'm gonna say this. My opinion, I don't think Nas was ever as big as Jay. That may sound a little biased, but from my perspective, Jay was always bigger than Nas. I know Nas had hits, but
when,
I'm just saying.
Illmatic and stuff was out, Jay wasn't looked at like he was.
Jay didn't even exist.
And Jay,
No, he didn't.
Jay was rapping fast, and he low-key changed his style to get Nas style. Since you talking about Fab and Mace, nigga low-key changed this whole shit to rap
But
like
Nas
Nas.
was never as big, no matter what
He was
album you
bigger.
put. It don't matter what you say.
He was bigger.
Nas was bigger than Jay at a point. Bro.
At a point, in the early careers, yes, because Jay wasn't out. But if you put their best-selling albums, my nigga, again, we talk about that. Illmatic is not touching with
I'm
none of
not saying just the best. The body of work is good.
say
I'm
Jay-
not saying numbers all the time. Numbers is different because we be comparing niggas now numbers to when the type of way they got numbers back then don't even exist no more. So I don't even like to compare numbers. The body of work, yes, he's up there. If he wasn't, he would have never made Ether. He almost down there put Jay out.
Ether saved him. It was kind of like
Nigga, that whole album was a classic.
you still bumping it right
For
now?
sure.
Yes, Stillmatic is a classic.
For
nigga.
sure. I was just listening to one mic the other
A
day.
lifetime. One mic, nigga. What the fuck?
Y'all niggas not bumping that shit.
Are
bro.
That's
you
so
nuts?
insane crib.
Nigga, y'all niggas not
Bro,
bumping
you
that
sound
shit.
Crip, I
dumb
was
as
just
hell.
playing that.
Let me see your Spotify or your Apple playlist. You
I
niggas
don't-
ain't
I
playing.
listen to
I don't got
Spotify.
All right, whatever, nigga. Y'all niggas is
I'll
not.
show you
You
mine.
niggas is
Still
capping
mad.
for the
what's
camera
crazy?
right now, bro. Y'all niggas is
You know
not.
You
what's
said
crazy?
Run DMC is in your top 5.
I
Shut
was
the
bullshit,
fuck
nigga.
up.
I was
Hold on.
bullshit with the influence.
I bet money we can go down my history and a Nas song will pop up.
I see all nip, nigga.
I
Get the
for
fuck out
sure
of here.
listen to
That's
that.
all nip. That's all, nigga. You just.
I gotta find
Nigga,
it. This
I
is
That's
still-
my point. You niggas is not bumping Nas
Bro,
like that,
I
bro.
still
Bro.
listen to the Purple Tape. We used to be playing
Viral, bro. You my nigga. You
That's
are.
so
Well,
Jesus
we played
Christ.
everything.
You
Matt
sound dumb as
Hoffman,
fuck, nigga.
the cruising, the
What
car
was the
game.
BMX game? The
Matt
bike.
Hoffman.
Matt Hoffman,
Yeah.
nigga, was playing the Purple Tape because that's when it came out. Tony Hawk, nigga, we was banging that shit.
That's cool. You not bumping that shit right now.
Yes,
bro.
I am.
Just because you ain't bumping it, nigga, I'm still listening to Hey
Just
Ma.
because you still listen to
no,
Mac.
I'm still listening to Hey Ma. Fuck is you talking about with Cameron?
Just-
But that's not Nas.
I'm
My point-
listening to Nas too. I got his album in my shit.
Short, just because Mac 10 is your favorite rapper.
Get the
nigga.
fuck out of here.
Don't
This
mean-
nigga.
MC 8-ass nigga. Man, we listening to
Nah,
Nas.
bro, no, I'm just
MC
saying.
8-ass on West Coast
Hey,
too much to the
no,
head
I'm
ass
just keeping it
nigga.
real, bro. Y'all niggas get on
Ain't
here and
no
make it
Nas
seem like
disrespect
you didn't.
tolerated.
No, I'm telling you.
I can
he
play
never-
Nas album and know the whole thing word
I understand
for word.
that. You may know that, but in your playlist right now, I just looked at it. You had
That
no.
wasn't my playlist. That was recently played. This
Nas
is my
is in my
playlist.
playlist, bro. I don't even make playlists.
It
I
don't
just,
even
I just
matter.
search shit.
Y'all not bumping the shit, bro.
Look at this. This is
You're
I
not
bump
religion.
Nas.
You're not religion. Nigga, you're not bumping it.
I
I'm bumping
bump
that.
Nas,
What are
You
you
bro.
just
talking
typed in
about?
Nas, my nigga.
I
No,
bump
because I'm
Nas,
showing you
bro.
this is my playlist.
Listen, Dez, if you was
That's my playlist.
my nigga, if you would have said Nip, you bumping religion, I can believe that. You, nigga, if you say, I don't know, Cam, all like the bar for bar, the Jada Kiss and all, I
are
can
you
believe that.
talking about?
I know you niggas. You niggas is not
You
getting
don't
in the
know
car.
like you
That's
think.
why you don't know it.
Bro,
That's why you don't. We listen to Nas, bro.
I'm not debating Nas.
fucking
Are you
liar.
Bro, you
crazy?
can
I'm
go
listening
ask
to Nas.
Bro, you can go ask bros, nigga. I listen to Nas, fool. What are you talking about?
Hey, bro, no, you don't. You listen to more Jay than you listen to Nas, my nigga. I've been in a car with you, my nigga. You bump more
What
Jay
that
than you.
has to do with what we're saying?
What I'm saying is this,
You,
nigga.
you're changing the
No, bro,
goalposts.
no,
now.
what I'm saying is you guys glorify Nas so much, but y'all not really a fan like him, like y'all
the
say
fuck?
y'all
How
are,
are you
bro.
telling us what we are?
You don't bump the nigga like
Nas
that.
He sat
was
here
my
on it.
favorite
Exactly.
rapper
He
in
sat
high
here and
school.
told you that.
No. In high school or now?
In high school, Nas was my favorite rapper.
Okay.
When everybody was Jay fans, when everybody was wearing the Rockaware, everybody was throwing the diamond
So you
up.
wasn't a 50 Cent fan because you ain't nothing but a year older than me. So you saying you wasn't
Yes,
a 50?
I was a 50 fan
So
as
you was
well.
bumping Nas over 50?
We was bumping all of that.
Nas
No.
You're not listening, bro.
I'm
Nas
asking
was out before 50.
You just
Yes,
said
I
in
was
high
bumping
school.
Nas before
You just
50.
said, you literally just said
When 50 came, I was banging 50, but I was still banging Nas. What the fuck are
was you
talking about?
bumping 50 or bumping Nas
I was
more?
bumping
Nigga,
both.
We was bumping both. Niggas, you crazy?
You a damn lie,
Nigga, we
bro.
had for sure.
out of brain.
We had books
Nah,
of
bro.
CDs. Nigga, we had the Xbox where you save everything. Nigga, we had burnt CDs. Nigga, ask our mama, nigga.
Right.
She'll tell you.
Ask the homies, nigga.
Yeah.
I was burning CDs for niggas.
But that's crazy to say we don't fuck with Nas. Just because
crazy.
you don't
Just
like
'cause
Nas.
you don't.
I fuck with it
No,
occasionally.
you don't, bro.
Occasionally.
You didn't listen to Stillmatic when it came out. You didn't buy it.
First of all, I'm not really an East Coast fan. Y'all know that.
That's what we said.
Debating with us. That's the whole
No. But I'm not debating. I'm debating that y'all not as a Nas fan as y'all portraying to be, bro.
What
I
the
just know
fuck
that.
are you talking about?
My nigga, y'all don't. All right, bro.
How are we
But
portraying
because
to
we
be?
get repetitive, no.
Nah, because we were sitting here debating. You said Nas was never
You lucky
bigger
my
than Jay.
chest hurt.
You said
I'm saying,
You said Nas
from
was
my
never,
perspective on the West
You
Coast.
said Nas was
from
never
the West
big.
Coast.
At
From the
no
West.
point in his career did you even. Well, you wasn't even listening to Jay when Jay was rapping fast, right? Do you remember that,
When he's-
Jay-Z?
Yeah, when he did the in a Ferrari Jaguar fish with
No,
Jay
it was
and all
before that.
But
No.
I'm talking about before
The
that.
nigga was going crazy like
when
a
he had the
dumbass.
gold grill in his mouth. But what I'm saying
The
is
nigga
this
was
though.
rapping fast
The
as
only
shit.
time I feel like, in my opinion, when Nas beat Jay was when Ether came out. Other than that, I never looked at Nas bigger than Jay. Because even in the early 90s, I'm gonna keep it real with you. On the early 90s, nigga, we was bumping Pop, we was bumping Snoop, we was bumping Dre out here. Niggas wasn't bumping Nas like that out
What?
here.
Hey,
Nigga,
fans.
in the 90s we was, bro.
Viral members.
You tripping.
Cook him.
No,
Cook
you
him.
tripping.
Cook him.
The
He
Nas
don't know what the fuck
disrespect-
he
You
talking
niggas
about.
is from Long Beach and y'all
Hey,
saying y'all
cook
was not
him.
bump.
He don't know what the
Man,
fuck he talking about.
So in the early 90s, you niggas was bumping Nas.
Cook him. He don't
Over,
know what
over
the fuck he
Snoop.
talking about.
You niggas is
Hey, we
wild.
got a new beef.
Why do he keep trying to put people over
I know,
people?
he's
Like,
crazy.
No, I'm
so
saying
we
nigga, in
couldn't
the
just
90s, y'all
enjoy-
wasn't bumping that shit,
We
bro.
couldn't enjoy Nas music. We couldn't enjoy 50 Cent music.
No, I'm
you
not
keep
saying-
comparing like other people was better.
Messiah and Viral was not bumping that shit
Cook
in the
him.
90s when they were growing up. I'm
Cook
telling you
him.
that right now.
Cook
you
him.
niggas was not bumping
One
Nas out here.
love. One love. What are you
All right,
talking
bro.
about?
You niggas was bumping Snoop. Y'all niggas was
One
bumping the
love.
East Siders,
One
nigga. Y'all-
love. Nas is like.
All right, bro.
Nas is like.
Okay, that's
What
cool.
are you talking about?
All right, for sure.
Live at the barbecue.
Nigga, I was bumping Pac then, nigga. I was bumping nigga Me Against
I
the
was
World,
bumping
nigga.
Pac too. What's
No,
your point?
no, you weren't. Nigga,
I was
no,
bumping
you
Pac
weren't.
too.
This nigga, you don't like Pac like that.
What are you talking about?
You this nigga lying.
How could I not
You
like
wasn't
Pac
bumping
like
strictly
that?
for my niggas. You wasn't
Yes, I
bumping Tupac.
was.
Man,
Yes,
all
I
right.
was. My brother
Okay.
had all the West Coast shit.
Okay.
My brother had all the West Coast shit. I used to go
All right.
get all his CDs. That's where I learned.
For sure, had
that's
Q,
why
Mossberg, Sugar-Free.
All right,
Q,
yeah, all right, for sure.
Mossberg. That's why I was hearing all that shit because he had it.
Okay. So you was bumping that.
That's
And
why
you
I
was
first
bumping-
heard Biggie and boom, boom.
Oh,
with
you talking
Bone
about
Thugs.
yeah,
nigga, my
Bone,
older
yeah.
brother.
So you was bumping
He was
Bone.
like you, West Coast head.
And that's cool, but what I'm saying is, my nigga,
So
I want to
what the
feel, because
fuck
you
are you
growing up
talking
in
about?
Long Beach, my nigga.
What does that mean?
I've never heard nobody saying they was bumping Nas like that in the early 90s, nigga,
Nigga,
coming from
What
Long
does
Beach.
that mean?
Nobody was listening to the type of music we was listening to when we was young.
Facts. Not in high school, not in nothing.
I don't believe it, but
We
all
was
right.
listening to Papoose on the West Coast.
All right, that's cool.
I was in prison arguing with niggas from Fresno and shit.
I'm
About
sending
Mac Dre and
motherfucking
Papoose. He's sending me
lyrics and
lyrics.
shit.
To the pen.
But this is
But yeah,
crazy.
see,
but
we
he
don't
don't
know.
know. He don't know that we really
don't
know
know.
music. People, we ain't really dissected it on here, but we go back, like, especially East Coast music. It's like, yes, I love the West Coast music, but when it comes to MCing, it's a little different over there.
Of
I
course
can't
it
even
is.
front.
I
be more
value
different.
lyrics over anything, bro. Like, I need the bars to be hidden. Like, you probably never even heard a Big L song.
No, nigga, I do know this nigga.
That's why he probably
just
think I
said-
sounded crazy when I brought
No,
him
no,
up.
no, nigga, I
Yeah.
said Big L. I was like, oh, they got Big L on
What
here.
song you heard?
Nigga, oh, here y'all go now. Like, you gonna hit me with the DJ Quick. Give me 3 DJ Quick songs. Y'all niggas know. Hey, let me tell you this though. Y'all niggas always do that shit. Throw a nigga on the spot.
Don't say y'all,
This nigga
That
be
be my
capping.
recipe to anybody.
No, Big L dope.
Because
though,
I'm not
nigga.
debating nothing I really don't know. But
No.
when it comes to that,
I'm debating this because.
to knock us on Nas is crazy though.
I'm not knocking
I was
it.
just listening to Nas the other
But
day.
you said you were on your phone, and I didn't see not one Nas song.
You said you didn't even keep looking. I said this
Bro,
is my,
that
this
was
is my
nothing but
music
nip.
history.
Bro,
Not seeing it don't mean we're not playing it.
I just asked you. He just played. He showed his recently playlist.
that don't mean you're
all
not
nip.
playing
That don't mean it's not in there. If you go
You just
through my
said you was
list,
bumping it.
that doesn't mean you don't play it, nigga.
what I'm saying is if you go through my list, he's going to be in here.
Is he's in your top 5 default album artists?
It ain't no default. I just play what I feel at the moment.
right. If
You're
I,
not- you won't see no Mozzie in my recently played, but I bang Mozzie.
you for sure ain't listening to this Jigga my nigga and all that. I did it my way. You ain't bumping that Jay-Z.
He never
don't-
even heard that song.
I don't bump Jay-Z as much as like other niggas do. Like you just said,
never
nigga,
even heard
I
that
was
song.
bumping my. Hey, was you bumping Mossberg like that? Was you bumping Get
Yes.
Naked, nigga? Use a buster and all that
Yes.
shit,
Yes.
nigga. Y'all wasn't bumping that shit.
Yes.
Hi, are you a buster?
Croker sat with the golf hat.
Man,
Nigga,
come on.
we had my niece rapping Mossberg.
Cook
Nigga,
Caster,
at like
nigga,
3
Breeze and
years
Lane
old.
Caster.
Facts.
Nigga, that shit go hard. That shit, I see, that's the shit I was growing up listening to. Nigga, I was bumping that shit. I wasn't bumping catch a nigga slipping up. Nah, I wasn't bumping that shit.
What you
bro.
was bumping? Fuck is
Nigga,
you
was
talking
bumping
about,
muscle.
nigga?
I just told you I was bumping, nigga.
You said who?
Second to none, sugar free,
This
nigga.
No, you was listening to Mac
Pac.
10, nigga.
Man,
Nigga, I was
hey,
bumping
look,
Mac 10,
I
nigga. West
swear-
Side Connection, nigga.
I swear
And
to
we
God,
went at man, go ahead.
I swear to God, I wish we still had that Xbox. We had so much music on that Xbox.
You still ain't found no Nas, my nigga.
I've
That
been
nigga on
past
that phone
Nas.
scrolling
I'm not even
hard.
looking for that. I'm really just going through my whole shit.
Bro, we had so much unreleased music you could never find again on that Xbox. Man, I
feel
wish
it.
we could get that motherfucking Xbox, bro. Ask niggas, bro. I used to burn CDs for niggas. Niggas like, who was this? I never heard of him. I was at school burning Smack DVD battles for
Facts.
niggas.
We had to. We
the
was
whole battle, nigga. Mook vs. Lux, burning that shit for niggas.
we was making the K Slate type mixtapes, nigga.
Facts, nigga. Rolling 25 deep, nigga. K Slay, rest in peace.
I was watching the gang banging documentaries.
We was watching that too.
Yeah, I seen all that too.
Hood to hood.
Hood,
niggas
yeah,
watching
all that shit.
all that shit.
Let me see your playlist, nigga. Who you got in there, nigga?
With
Nothing but
Animals
Mac 10,
Attached.
nigga. All,
This nigga's
got all Don Moves in this shit.
A little bit, I do, man. You
You
know
got
what I'm saying?
Mac 10, RJ, Joe Moses.
Yep, facts.
Aw, this nigga.
Probably a little Kendrick.
I got Ken. You know, I got all
I
that.
know.
He got,
I got-
Kendrick, he got Kendrick on there by default just in case the homies get up on him.
Nah,
Facts.
this nigga stupid. Nah, nigga, I got Kevin Gates. I got the nigga from
Oh, I
Broadway
forgot
too.
Kevin Gates.
I got the nigga from Broadway.
Who from Broadway?
G Perico. I got some G Perico on my shit. I got some T.I. I got Nip.
See, I got hella
I got
music.
Freddie Gibbs. Look, y'all niggas say I'm bumping Freddie. I got Freddie Gibbs. I got Sugar Free.
Cuz shit ain't never getting played.
Nah, nigga, y'all play. You see? Look, I got Big. I got West Side Connection.
Freddie Gibbs just on there just for the bass.
Scarface.
Cuz on there for the
Niggas don't know
bass.
about Tila.
Hey, chat. This man just slandered us for listening to Nas, and he has Freddie Gibbs in his playlist.
Hey, Freddie Gibbs is. Look, hey, who's that? WC, right? Ice Cube. Back,
Hey,
hey,
this
the gang.
nigga slandered us for Nas.
Hey, at least I'm true now. Hey, at least I'm true. Hey, look, you see Game, Mac 10. Look, you see what I'm bumping.
And you know when they say West Coast niggas don't know music, they gonna put
oh,
on
this
short
nigga,
face.
Jeezy, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Lil
I got
Boosie.
Jeezy, all that. I got so much shit.
It's niggas like Short that the reason they think we don't know music on the West.
No, we do, bro. But I'm gonna just say this. I think y'all glaze it. Nas a little bit like.
How
as
did we
if-
glaze
How the
him?
fuck do you glaze one
Bro.
of the greatest artists in history?
I'm not saying.
And how did we glaze him? I was
fuck
trying
are
to
you
give a
talking about?
breakdown of why I chose what I chose. And that was
Alright.
crazy.
So why Nas ain't number one then on y'all list?
Ooh, what are you
On
talking
y'all
about? I
top
said
five.
Biggie. What are you talking about?
Bro, commercial
Jay
success.
not number one on my list.
You said Jay's number one.
He's not.
So who's number one then?
I said Biggie.
Yeah, big
Then
dude
who's
might
number
gotta be
two?
by default.
Who's number two? I just want to know where Nas is at on y'all top 5 East Coast again.
I said like number 3, I think Nas might be.
So you got
Biggie J
Biggie.
Nas,
Biggie J Nas.
X, 50. Nah, I might gotta put 50 over X. Nah, I'm putting X. X 50. Fab, Jada Fab. Man, you know my list.
Why
No,
you're putting Jay-Z based off of
Influence, longevity,
No.
hits. That's the shit that they asking for, bro.
Yeah, the
I
shit
know.
they asking, you
That's-
gotta put J over
you
Big.
got to,
Cause,
bro.
Cause Big checked out after 2 hours.
I'm not, because Big had more influence. And when people still bring him up, they're still talking about this man all these years later. His influence was crazy.
But
When-
he did son Jay.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead.
Jay was not bigger when Biggie was here. Jay would not
No.
be as big if Big was here. When Big, nigga, you
Jay
see,
said
you
that though. He
still
said
got
go ahead and
footage.
make another. I mean, he said it too
Man,
though.
it don't
I mean,
matter, man. We seen Nas expose him. Nigga recorded all this nigga lines. You just said you can't be better than somebody you want to be.
Woo!
you right, nah.
Killed him with his own
Nigga.
point. Killed him with his
by
own
that, so
point.
well,
No,
I got right.
I-
Hold on.
Killed him
I'm a
with his
pop
own
fan. I
point.
never was a fan of the Hawaiian Silk nigga till later on
Oh,
in
you
We
life.
just argued about
But I'm
Fab
saying,
and
but
Mace.
I'm telling you. Well, I
By
for
your
that part-
logic, Biggie is over Jay.
yeah, but unfortunately he died.
You
we
just
can't
said-
change that.
but you
No,
just
but by
said-
your logic.
You just said Biggie was the face of the whole East and West Coast
He
beef.
was. He was the
Jay
face.
wasn't nowhere.
No, Jay was.
So
He was
why-
still Hawaiian
so-
Silk.
so-
Wasn't nobody
so-
thinking about Jay
so
like that, bro.
influence and
They was talking about Mobb Deep. They was talking about Biggie. They was talking about Diddy. Shit, Method Man was stuck with Death Row. They wasn't even part of the East Coast diss.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying all that, but
Biggie
my
might gotta
point
be
is
number
Biggie
one.
is more influential in Brooklyn. His face is still everywhere in Brooklyn. That's who they live up to. Is you can't
Well, I
say
don't
nothing
know the
about
different-
Big in Brooklyn.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't- the different boroughs.
I take my list back.
Niggas say way more shit about Jay. They not letting no disrespect with Big go in Brooklyn, nigga.
And anywhere in New York.
I know, it just in general.
Yeah, Big got number one for sure.
Big number one.
Big number one. He gonna be cemented number one.
Y'all giving Jay number one just based off of the success.
Nah, for sure.
But him being number one ever in music, when? We just talked about this.
Nah, for sure. You definitely got to give it to Big.
I feel like with Big, it's kind of like with Nips. He just ain't got enough catalog for it. I'm not denying his hit. I'm not. It's like how Nip is out here off of Crenshaw and all that.
Nah,
they got murals and all that.
Big was known on the East Coast, West Coast. Big was known, and he got both his albums then with probably Diamond already.
No, I understand that, but it was Life After Death happened after he died, unfortunately. So when he died, it kind of platformed him.
But
all
while
the way
he
high.
was alive, he was the nigga. Like he was that. What?
He wasn't the nigga.
He was the nigga.
Pac was bigger than that nigga. Snoop was bigger than that
We're
nigga.
talking
At that time.
about New York.
Snoop was
But I'm
not bigger than Big at the time.
What you mean?
Bigger?
Doggy Style outsold
Bigger
Life
than
After.
Big?
Before I Die.
Bigger than Big?
I don't
Nigga,
know.
yes.
Snoop was
No.
big.
Nigga, Snoop. Oh,
What,
nigga.
bigger than fucking Biggie when
Snoop
Biggie was
was
out?
bigger than Biggie.
You gotta
nigga.
go do the timeline.
Think about
No.
nigga. Snoop did, nigga. Ain't
Who
nothing
was
but
the
a
face
G
of the
thing.
coast?
It was Dre.
Who was the
and
face
Snoop.
of the coast?
Pac and
No,
Big.
it was Dre
Pac.
at that time.
Pac.
Pac came later,
Man,
nigga.
Pac was the face of the coast.
No, he wasn't, nigga. Pac came
when
later,
Big
like
was the-
midnight.
Doggy Style was like
In 92, 93, right?
Doggy Style was
it was later
94.
than that, right?
Doggy Style was 94.
94, 96 type shit.
It was 94.
It was like 94.
It was 94.
I'm about to see right now, bro.
1994. Biggie was the nigga in what, 96?
Oh, Pac was the nigga.
Pac died in 95.
Oh, 93.
93, like I said.
Okay, 93.
So Snoop wasn't no when Doggy Style came out, wasn't nobody bigger than Snoop at that time.
I'm saying when Big was the face of the East Coast,
Yeah.
who was the face of the West Coast?
Snoop.
Snoop was not a face over Pac.
Yes, Snoop was Death Row, then Pac.
I understand.
Pac only came with Death Row was that 96 year.
When he came,
Y'all do know
Then-
Pac.
over.
Y'all do know Pac still outsold everybody from Death Row before he got to Death Row.
Pac was the nigga before he got to Death Row. What are you talking about? He was in movies already.
He was in movies, but as far as
He
Lil,
already had a platinum album already. Why do y'all act like
It didn't
Death
out-
Row made Pac?
He got bigger.
he got bigger. He definitely got bigger.
But Pac was still
Pac was
bigger than all
already
the
a
artists
nigga.
that was over there.
Pac album before he got to Death Row, Me Against the World was like his best work at that time.
Bro, because we
I'm not
act like,
knocking it. I'm just
we
saying.
act like Pac didn't exist before
No,
Death Row.
nigga, listen.
Two
The-
Apocalypse, strictly for my niggas. Me against the world. Pac was Pac.
Me
nigga.
Against the World again, but I'm saying it got better with time. And then after when he signed with Death Row,
Tupac. So when did I Get Around come out?
that was with what's your boy from Oakland?
That was 93, huh?
Me Against the World. I don't know.
That's-
That might be better than Death Row Day, Pac.
nah, you can't.
I don't know.
Because that's a double disc. You can't do a double disc.
Why you can't, nigga? That was
Me
regular.
Against the World's a dope ass album, but it's not better than All Eyes on Me.
I Get Around came out in 93. Pac was huge when I was out.
Huge.
But even
But
now,
he wasn't with Death Row though.
I know, but what we're saying,
Yeah.
you said who was the bigger artist? Pac was already huge.
He
by
was
then.
in Juice, Poetic Justice, Above the Rim, and Bullet before Death Row.
Okay, but then you can say Ice Cube was big then because he was in Boys in the Hood.
You changing the your
No, but
thing.
I'm saying,
you
no,
said
he-
who was bigger, Snoop or Pac?
No, I'm saying in general. I'm talking about, but
Who was the face of the coast, nigga? It was
in
Pac.
what I'm trying to say is though, in the '90s, the West Coast, the early '90s, we was low key was running that shit. We had it.
We're
We
not
had-
arguing that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say as
And
far
by,
as
by a technicality, Snoop probably was just as lit. But I'm saying who was pushed to the forefront of the coast was Pac.
it's debatable because you still got Cube. Cube, you know, that's when he was still dissing and
He was not the face of the
what
coast.
you mean? Cube was, nigga.
He wasn't
nigga,
the face of the
Today was a
coast,
good day, nigga. Cube was a nigga. I think y'all be
He was a
slacking.
nigga. He wasn't the face.
Man, Cube was like the face of the coast, bro.
Cube-
Source had Pac as the face.
Yeah.
Double XL had Pac as
Because
the face.
even when Cube should have been the face, they gave it to Easy
Mm.
with NWA.
Oh, that's a good one. We got to kind of do some research because I really want to say because back then I remember it was.
Research your phone, nigga. You got a whole
No, I'm
laptop
talking about as
in your
far as
lap,
I'm
nigga.
talking about as far as like
Fucking
the
research. you
time,
need.
like the time frame because nigga Ice
I
Cube
know,
was
that's
a
what I'm
nigga like
saying.
low
Ice
key.
Cube was a nigga, but it was a lot of. That's the difference back then. You was able to make a lot of different artists that was great, but Pac was the face of everything.
What
Then,
was-
then after Pac, it was Snoop.
What was the name of the Cube album? I think the intro he had the woo woo.
That was on West Side Connection. That's on West Side Connection right there. Woo
That-
woo, yeah, yeah.
was it? That was a
Murder the
fucking
Gang.
banger.
That's West Side Connection with my boy Mac 10.
That was a banger.
It does.
Mac 10 had some hits.
Mac 10, man, Mac 10,
10
that
has a
album
hit.
Banger Ball go hard. When he signed with Cash Money, the album went hard.
I didn't like when he signed with Cash Money.
Oh, that shit went hard, bro. Him, Lil Wayne, they got some hits on there.
He the one who got them blooding.
He did turn them niggas out once
Because
he
they was
signed them.
crippin', they was crippin' before that, so yeah.
That ain't wearing Army fatigue.
They came in with the blue flags.
Man,
But yeah,
turned them
man,
out.
Y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We finna get up out of here.
Far away, baby.
It's another one, not that other one. The viral way.